So you excited to be back? It's been a while.
It's been a bit. I'm really looking forward to it.
Is there anything else? Anything else new?
Does anything else need to be new than my masterpiece?
Movie, right? All right, man. We'll see you in a little bit.
Okay, man. Looking forward to it.
Quentin Tarantino's coming in today.
Oh, that's cool.
He's got a new movie called Inglourious Basterds, Basterds. Don't ask me why it's spelled that way.
Well, we can find out today.
I don't think he has an answer.
Oh. Maybe he didn't know how to spell bastards?
Maybe.
That would be great.
But anyway, you mean maybe he's like... what's your comedian friend? Bob Levy.
Bob Levy.
Yeah.
My comedian friend.
Bob Levy. Can't spell.
Yes. Pulp Fiction was originally P-H-I-C-C-I-O-N.
Yeah, someone put it through the spell check. But, it's funny. They said, would you go to a screening of the movie? I said, listen, I'm pretty tied up. I can't get out at night to see a screening of the movie. They said, all right, we're going to give you a screener copy of this movie to watch over the weekend. So they send you out the screening copy. And, obviously, and I don't blame them. They're paranoid about it being copied or ripped off. But I think with me, I'm a pretty safe bet. But they send you a copy of the movie where I put in the DVD player. First of all, across the entire top of the movie is Howard Stern. You see my name throughout the whole film. Howard Stern, property, blah, blah, blah. So the entire top part of the movie is cut off. Then I notice they intentionally, it's not high def or anything like that, they intentionally give you a blurry copy.
Jeez.
So you can't really see the movie all that well between my name.
They must think this is a great film.
Yeah, I mean, they carry on with this. I'm never doing this I'm not doing it anymore.
You're not asking anymore.
No more, because they give you such a poor copy of it that it's not an enjoyable experience. And then across the bottom is, most of the film is subtitled.
Oh.
I'd say about 70% of it. And the subtitles are fine because but when they're blurry, they're hard to read.
So the subtitles were blurry, too.
The whole film was blurry.
It's odd that a director would allow someone like you to see a film like that.
I don't think he knows that. In other words...
I bet he'd be livid.
He would.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, listen, I understand...
this is way too many obstacles to seeing a film.
And it's so ridiculous because I know that they give out screening copies to a lot of people that are high def and all this, but... Okay, listen, I'm not going to whine about it. I just thought it'd be nice to see the movie before the guy came in.
Before he came.
Well, by the way, I love the movie, despite all the obstacles.
All of this going on.
I thought it was great.
I'm dying to see it.
Really enjoyed it. Brad Pitt was good in it. There's a guy who plays a Nazi who is just an amazing actor.
Yeah?
I don't know his name.
You don't know him?
Don't know him. You probably would. You know everything about the movies. I don't know anything. But I really enjoyed the movie. And...
oh, that's great. I'm glad to hear that.
It's a bunch of Jewish guys. It's a fantasy, a bunch of Jewish guys in World War II.
That's what I said. It sounds to me like how we wish the war had gone.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Or at least part of it.
You got Jews scalping Nazis. I mean, it's like, and Jews beating Nazis in the head with baseball
right, now
bats.
We're getting, what we're getting in the movies, because Defiance has Jews fighting back. We're getting the Jews fighting back movies.
Yeah, by the way... And you sit there and you go, gee, if only a couple of Jews picked up some guns, maybe they could have blown a fucking head off a Nazi or two.
Right.
But, at the time they figured, well, this isn't going to be so bad. And
these are the civilized people. It won't be bad.
You need a gun.
Unfortunately, there were no guns around in Nazi Germany. Unfortunately, 60 years too late, all these fantasies.
Yeah.
But... And by the way, Nazis always seem like buffoons, like so easily beatable.
Yeah, well, that's not true, unfortunately.
Yeah, they weren't so easy to beat. But the fact of the matter is, the movie was good. It was fun to watch the movie, and but boy, oh boy, they sure make it hard to see. I mean, I tell you,
you got to go see the movie again now and really enjoy it.
I guess, or maybe I wouldn't enjoy it as much. I don't know, but
the obstacles.
Quentin Tarantino is a big shot. He is a film director. He gets to go to all the parties. He probably bangs the greatest chicks.
Is he in the system or is he outside?
He's in the system. He could say he's a rebel, but he is in the system.
All right.
Hey, man. Hey. Quentin, great to see you.
Good to see you. The couch is throwing me, though. I'm always used to the big butcher block.
This couch is an updated couch. You should be more comfortable. I think you're going to look better on this couch.
There you go. Okay, cool.
Nice, right?
I'm digging on this.
How you been?
Very good.
I saw your movie. I saw it this weekend. They sent me over a screening copy. They make it fuzzy, which I was going to fucking kill somebody.
Or is that how the movie looks?
Yeah,
He's not sure.
Did you shoot it?
Yeah, I had a tracking problem during the making of the movie.
I noticed your new film has named Howard Stern across the top. I appreciate the publicity. It's very, very nice of you.
Is that in 3,000 theaters?
Yeah. I wonder. Imagine they put that one in.
Yeah, just like, I guess recurring favor a little bit.
I love the movie. You are a genius. It's when I read that you have an IQ of 160, is that really true? Because I'm thinking of starting the opposite kind of rumor about myself, that my IQ is 75. This way,
you will get...
No, whenever I read about you, it says he has an IQ of 160. Do you have
That's something my mother said.
You don't even know if it's true.
I don't even know if it's true.
Right.
Because why are you wasting your time making movies? You should be really applying.
Yeah, like create a cure for cancer.
Right, exactly.
These movies. But the funny thing is that, Gary even said to me a couple of years ago, let's press release that you have an IQ of about, let's give you a 155.
Yeah, who's going to challenge you? They're not going to test you.
And I say, no, Gary, tell everyone my IQ is super low. I think that would be really cool that a retarded
and then they'll
guy...
forgive you.
A retarded guy, basically someone who has, minimal intelligence, got this far in life.
And no wonder he does that.
Well, it's the little idea of, like, say you're older than you actually are. So people go, well, you look great.
That's right. People go the opposite way. It's so wrong. This movie, I like this movie a lot. I think you got a winner on your hands.
Oh, thanks.
But what gave you this idea that, Jews would be scalping Nazis and fighting back? I mean, come on.
It's wonderful to watch Jews fighting back and scalping.
Exactly.
It's a fantasy.
It's about time,
Yeah,
actually.
exactly. It's nice
but
to see.
it's a little too late.
And why did you cast Eli Roth, who used to guard my door? Do you know this story?
Yes, I know the story,
When
actually.
I was shooting Private Parts.
He's a director, though.
Why didn't you cast me as Jew Bear or whatever?
Yeah, the Jew Bear.
The Jew Bear. Why wouldn't I have been
busy, man?
busy for you? No way. Come on, stop it. You could change my life like you did Travolta's.
Well, one of the things is because Eli does a fantastic Boston accent. That is almost an impossible accent to get unless you're from there.
I could never do that. Do you? You still in touch with Travolta? Does he? I mean, you did change his life.
Oh yeah. No. We it's, how it is when you're running around doing stuff. We talk to each other every couple of years.
You don't survive something like your son dying the way what just happened to him. I feel awful for the guy.
Oh, I mean, and especially because I knew how. I mean, everyone loves her for the most part, but I mean, I know how important his son was to
devoted
him.
To his son.
Exactly.
And but did you make a phone call to Travolta after something like that happens? I'm bad at that stuff.
I'm kind of emotionally immature when
You
it comes to
didn't do
stuff
it.
like that.
You didn't make the
it
call.
happened. It happened when I was in Germany, and I actually heard about it. Like way after the fact, to tell you the truth. It wasn't like I heard about it, oh, this happened last weekend. I heard about it way after the fact, and I was still in Germany. And truth be told, I haven't called him.
You still haven't called him?
I still haven't called him. No.
You could send an e-card, one of those e-cards where something.
Where you
acknowledge
get a
this.
gerbil on the cover and it talks to you.
Yeah, they're talking gerbil. I'm so sorry. No, but seriously, because when you make these movies, and especially when you make a movie with Travolta and you change his whole career, which I mean is unbelievable. I fantasize that you guys are close after something like that. But I guess after the movie, you kind of just go your separate ways.
No. It's not quite like that. I mean, the thing about it is, you're really close. But the thing is, especially in a thing where you're making movies where, like, you could be spending 8 months in Cairo for all you know, or this place or that place. You see each other, but you see each other every couple of years or something, or you go out of your way to, like, hey, let's get together and let's have dinner, or let's have a bottle of wine or something, and you make sure that stuff like that happens. But it's not like, oh, I can just call him up and say, hey, meet me at the corner bar.
It's not like that.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I mean, it could be like that if we happen to be living in the same town and I'm not working and he's not working.
See, your casting decisions are really interesting to me. Like, sometimes you'll pick someone like Travolta who was basically sort of washed up. I mean, people forget that. When you chose him, it was kind of like, Travolta, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah, that was kind of the big thing at that time when I was doing it was people were like, what, the guy from Welcome Back, Kotter? Oh, man, he's over. He's done.
Right. I mean...
Did you consider him for another movie before that?
No. Actually, what happened was... I'd only really done Reservoir Dogs before Pulp Fiction.
Right, I thought you were looking at him for one of
I know
roles.
what you're talking about. I actually just got to... The thing is, I've always liked him. I always thought he was terrific. So I got together with him, not about Pulp Fiction, just to meet him.
Right.
All right, one of those things, because it happened. Like,
directors do that a lot, don't they?
Yeah.
They'll meet with someone just to get a vibe.
That's exactly it. And the thing is, like, you go and you have lunch with somebody that you admire, you think they're a good actor, and if you get on, If
Right.
you click, then you're even more inclined to think about them
Right.
for something coming
Wow.
up.
Why have you never had me in one of these lunches? I mean, how dare you? You realize how
He got
fine
your
and
vibe, Howard.
He
Eli
got
told
my
me,
vibe
man.
right here. I never heard from you. Why do people meet with me?
There's no investigation I need to do.
Yeah, why do people meet with me and do no further investigation required? What is it about me? The shades, the big nose? I mean, what does it to you? But, you know, it's so interesting to me. Now in Inglourious Basterds, you got Brad Pitt, which when you get a Brad Pitt to be in your movie, you go, yeah, eureka, because this guy's box office gold, right? I mean, but to convince the guy, and I don't know if this is true, you go, like right after his twins are born to Angelina Jolie, you're like almost in the hospital with him.
Yeah, she was in the hospital when I went to visit, yeah.
She's in the hospital. Where do you go to visit him? At the house?
Yeah, I went to his house in
You get
in
invited to
France.
the house?
Yeah,
In France?
In France.
Yeah.
Is that where she gave birth, in France?
Yeah,
No, what do? You pick up the phone and you say, hey, Brad, I got a new movie.
No, actually, I'll tell you exactly what happened. Me and Brad didn't really know each other. We just seen each other from time to time.
Right.
And, you know, I knew he wanted to work with me, and he knew I wanted to work with him. So that was out there.
Right.
And just, it has to be the right thing. So hopefully that'll happen one day. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. And I'm writing this script, and I'd start thinking, well, Brad could be terrific for this role. And
I would never have thought of him for that role. That's
he
what
was
makes
the
you
only
great.
person I could think of,
Wow,
actually.
and he was quite good in it.
Yeah, normally his situation is I'm proud of my second choice or my third choice, and I might even end up preferring my second choice because it's a whole different movie than the one I made in my head.
Yeah.
But to me, he was so kind of nailed that character so much in my brain that it was like there was no second or third choice. It would have just been a different character with somebody else.
He's a good actor.
I
like
think
him.
so. I think he's
I thought
fantastic.
Interview with a Vampire was terrific.
Well,
right?
yeah, well, I actually also think that I'm working with him at the best time.
Right.
To work with him.
Because he's probably miserable with all those kids. And now he'll give you 100% because he doesn't want to go home, right?
No, there is
that what you're thinking?
No, it's more the fact that, like, you know, now he's in his 40s. You know, the pretty boy stuff is gone. He's still really handsome.
Right.
But that pretty boy stuff is gone. He can lead the Bastards now.
Yes, he could be the leader
His
of an...
iconic thing is really going.
When he was really pretty, you wouldn't buy him as the guy
Yeah.
leading a troop of men who were going to go behind enemy
There
lines.
also is the thing. You know, he's been around as long as I have. You know, he came out with Thurman Louise in 91. I came out with Reservoir Dogs in 92. There's also 17 years of being a star.
That's right. And so it's a good collaboration. So you decide to you write this thing. The whole time you're writing it, you're thinking of Brad Pitt in this role.
Oh, yeah. So what I do is I call up his agent because I know his agent is Uma Thurman's agent. I don't know that many agents, but this is one I know.
You banged Uma Thurman, right? Let's be honest. Come on.
I'm not going to talk about stuff like that on here. I'm not going to talk about stuff like that on here.
Oh, if I could bang her.
Oh,
yeah. Come on. Let me smell your penis.
Not saying a
He's
damn
not saying
thing.
anything. I have a feeling something went down, my friend. I hear her in my head right now. You can almost hear her coming out of my headphones.
So, as I was saying, I call up his agent. And I say, hey, look.
How are you talking over Uma Thurman moaning like that? That's what I want.
Did you do this at the time?
You admit to banging Kathy Griffin, so why not Uma Thurman? Really?
I didn't bang Kathy Griffin.
You went out with her?
I made out with her.
You made out with Kathy?
We did the thing.
I never figure out your women choices, but we're going to get to that part of the interview.
The map is covered. It is kind of all over the map.
You had sex with Margaret Cho, right? And I got to tell you something, Margaret now.
You're just picking people you see me photograph with and just figuring out that
Margaret is a sex freak.
She's sexy too.
And she'll do it with girls, with guys, everything. She is like sexually so open. She's been on the radio, talking about it.
Oh yeah. No. I've she talks about her pussy a lot.
Yeah. Is she the best sex you ever had?
No.
Really?
Oh, well, who was it?
Uma.
No, it's nobody.
Brad
you would
Pitt.
know. It's nobody you would know.
Well, tell us her name anyway. She should be famous.
I bet you Uma's cold in bed.
Oh, stop.
You know why?
I'm not
She's
even.
too good looking.
Too
good looking.
You're getting dead air from me if you go further down this road.
When they're that good looking, are they not as loving?
Don't even quite stop trying to engage me.
I will engage you. I'll get back to that. Now, get back to this Brad Pitt story, for example. So you called. Now, let me understand something. How long does it take you to write Inglourious Basterds?
I came up with the idea a long time ago on the characters, but this last time when I wrote it and finished it, I actually wrote it in about 6 months.
You write this by yourself?
Yeah.
You go off in a room somewhere and write this thing. You had it in your head, but you have to sit down and write it.
Exactly, yeah.
How do you know how to write these things? I mean, I can't figure this out.
Well, that's what a writer does. You know?
You are a writer, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you admit it.
Oh, I know. I mean, that's actually, I almost think that's my main thing.
More than directing.
In some ways, yes.
Where do you conceive this idea from? Like, are you standing in the shower? And a lot of good ideas always come to me in the shower. Well, I once wrote a fart joke. It was unbelievable. I'm standing in the shower, and I'm thinking how funny it would be to just fart into the microphone. Where do you come up with your good ideas? Is it just walking around and suddenly hits you?
Well, usually, actually, with me, it tends to start with something just extremely basic. I like genre movies.
Right.
So I enjoy that. And I even like the idea of subgenres inside of genres. And so I thought of, wouldn't it be cool to do a war film, but in particular, wouldn't it be cool to do a bunch of guys on a mission war film?
Yes.
Like those, the Devil's Brigade and the Dirty Dozen, that kind of stuff. And they haven't made anything like that for a while.
But what was the fantasy that Jews would be scalping?
Well, that was the next step. All right. So, okay, the first step is, okay, let me throw my hat in that genre.
Right.
All right. Then, okay, bunch of guys on a mission. Well, who are the guys?
Yeah.
All right. And then I actually thought of, wait, what if it was a bunch of American Jews behind enemy lines doing an Apache resistance?
That's the brilliance, right? That's the brilliance.
That's what I think. Yeah.
Do you think? Are you a religious man?
Not really.
Do you think the nature?
Well,
who gets that thought?
It's funny you say that because I'm not a religious man.
Right.
At the same time, if I am religious, it's about my writing ability.
Yes.
I do feel that there is. I consider it a God-given gift, even though I don't really believe in God.
So
I don't know what that means.
I'm in the same confusing universe that you're in.
Yeah. I believe in past lives, though. Do you believe in past lives?
I'm not going to get that crazy.
No, there'd have to be something out there if there were past lives.
See, I don't believe in past lives, and then I'll go, that person's an old soul.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, no, it's contradiction upon contradiction.
Yeah, and I go,
you don't know what's training and what's society and what is.
I know,
what.
And then I get a great idea, and I go, thank God. I mean, so who knows what it is? So wait a second. So here we are. So now we come up with this great idea for the flick. Yeah. You sit for 6 months and you write it. Now you're done. Your dream guy is Brad Pitt to be a star in this movie. Yeah. You call up the agent, and what does the agent say? Fuck you?
No. Actually, what he said, what I say is look, I'm gonna be done in about 3 weeks,
right?
And I've got this thing for Brad. Not only that, though, I'm not making it easy on myself. I need to go right away. I can't wait for him.
You mean, in other words, you want to start shooting this baby
right away because I wanted
away.
to be done in time for the Cannes Film Festival.
Did you have the funding already in place? Everything?
Yeah, I wasn't worried about that. I knew I had that in my back pocket.
What do you mean you had that in your back pocket?
Well, I knew I was going to make it with the Weinsteins, and I'd make a deal with somebody with a studio.
What if the
for
Weinsteins
foreign.
didn't like the script?
That's
impossible.
That's
impossible when you're you. It's impossible that they wouldn't like the script.
That's impossible.
All right, get out of here now. Wait a second. So now you're telling me you write the script and you say, okay, I got to go meet with Brad Pitt. So they fly you to France.
Well, no. But here's the thing, though, is I'm creating a perfect storm for the word no.
Right.
All right, because I have all these things that have to work in order for it to work. And sometimes you're lucky and sometimes you're not. But this time it was like, Quentin, that's perfect. He's ready to work right now. Actually, the sooner the better.
You would think Brad Pitt would have like 50 films lined up.
Yeah, no, but actually, Brad's smart. That's one of the things about it is he does not back himself up like 3 pictures in advance because he wants to be available when good material comes his way.
So that is a good move, isn't it? So a movie like that, Brad Pitt could do another Legends of the Fall and make a fortune. So you're not going to him with a big money offer, are you, on this?
Well, it's a medium money. For him, it would probably be a medium money offer. It's still a lot of damn money.
He's willing to. What'd you have to give him? Do you know?
I think it was something like $9 million or something.
Wow, $9 million. But it's worth it because I mean, his name will get. Yeah, I mean, if he ain't in the movie, you know. But the star of the movie is this guy who plays the Nazi,
Christoph Waltz. Yeah.
What's his name?
What?
Christoph Waltz.
Boy, is he good.
Yeah, he won the Best Actor at the Cannes Film Festival.
The Jew Hunter.
Yeah.
He's terrific.
Colonel Hans Landa of the SS.
Love this guy.
Hey, that guy's awesome.
Most relaxed actor I've ever seen.
Now, where'd you find him? He was just lying around?
Him we got for $9.
Yeah.
That's how it sets off the $9 million.
Deutschmark.
Right. Is he just some unknown dude?
No. He's known in Germany as a TV actor.
Okay.
Yeah, he does they do a lot of miniseries in Germany, so he's like second or third lead on a miniseries in Germany.
And he's multilingual.
Oh yeah. Well, that was one of the things when I wrote the script is, when I finished the script, one of the things about Hans Landa's character is he's a linguistic genius.
Yes.
And I knew I needed the actor to be a linguistic genius, or else he would just never be what he was on the page.
He was terrific. And so you get to the part where now you have to talk to Brad Pitt in person.
Yeah, he likes the script and he wants to discuss it.
Are you nervous approaching him? Because after all, he's become bigger since he married this Angelina Jolie.
You know, here's the thing. I wasn't nervous about seeing Brad, but because I really couldn't come up with anybody else that I thought would have been as perfect a fit to play the role, I was a little nervous because I had nowhere else to go afterwards in my brain.
So you, yeah, right.
And also, there is a
he has you by the balls in a sense.
Well, it is a little different insofar as, like, say, okay, I think Robert Forster is the perfect person to play in Jackie Brown. I'll be able to get Robert Forster.
Right.
All right. When all of a sudden Brad is the perfect guy, I could not get him.
What would you have done if you had a backup plan? If Brad Pitt wasn't available, you only had 3 weeks for him to give you this window of like time. Who would you have gone to if it wasn't Brad Pitt?
Well, actually, I don't have to dig deep. So I never went there. I really kind of.
You went there.
No.
You went there.
I actually kind of believe oftentimes in just no fallback because you don't intend to fall back.
There really was no fallback. You never said in your mind, Brad Pitt.
I was going to get him. I was just going to get. I mean, once I found out he was available, I was going to get him.
And he wasn't turned off that you were approaching him in the middle of him having twins. I got a feeling this guy's miserable. Now, I want you to be totally honest with me. I think he married Angelina Jolie. She's hottest chick on the planet. They look like they belong together. I think it was a on-set beautiful romance. Now he's in over his head. He's swimming in children
Actually,
of all different types.
I'm not the one to comment on
yes, you
on his
you
private
know
life.
so much.
But I will tell you, when I was I actually saw all the kids when I went to visit him in France.
Were you overwhelmed?
They were really cool.
Well, cool. You're there for 10 minutes.
I know. But it is the kind of thing when you see his daughters and his sons and everything. It is the kind of thing. I don't know if I want that many kids, but it is the kind of thing that, like, well, there are some really cool benefits about being a dad when you have all these kids around.
Like what?
Well, it's just like, well, for instance, one of his daughters was just so sweet, and she was like, "Daddy this and Daddy
Which
that."
one? The adopted one or the biological one?
The black one.
The black one?
Yeah.
Do you think the black one is jealous of the biological one?
No, I think no. I watch them. They all get around.
There are three biological ones now.
They get along terrific.
The black ones don't shut up.
I think
let me just finish my point.
You're saying the black kid was more verbal than the white one?
No. It was just the fact that she was just daddy this, daddy that, daddy this, daddy that, in a really sweet way. And I was like,
yes.
I wouldn't mind being called daddy to this little girl. It was really
You'd last
sweet.
10 minutes. Isn't it true? You have this incredible lifestyle. You're free to go and roam around.
I don't have this lifestyle.
Exactly.
I'm just saying. I was musing for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
All right.
When you see the whole family together, are you aware of the racial component? Like, you go, oh, that's the black kid, that's the white kid.
Well, he just did it.
Yes.
Well, there is the black girl. All right.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it's got to be startling in a way to see.
No, it's not startling.
Right.
It is what it is.
It just is. It's just something that
it
exists.
is. It's not. It's not startling at all. I mean,
you didn't faint when you saw this?
No, I'm just saying. It's just. I mean,
you don't mind
they're a
black
family.
people.
You don't mind being with black people, with
they're
white
a
people.
Family.
Right. Okay. So in other words, you're not a racist, is what we're saying, right?
Barely.
Right. Barely. All right. A little bit, but not so much. So what you're saying is you walk into this guy's house now, and here's Brad Pitt, and it's time to get him for your new movie, Inglourious Basterds. Mm-hmm. And I bullshit you not. That film is a great film. You're good. Did the critics review it yet?
A lot of them have come out, yeah.
Did you get good reviews?
Oh, yeah. Well, I always get mixed reviews because my shit is what it is.
Right.
And you're either going to like it or you're not going to like it.
In a way, you got to be a Quentin Tarantino fan. You got to understand where you come from on all this stuff.
Yeah.
I loved it. So you walk in, he's read the script, right?
Yeah.
And he says, hey, I like this script. Mm-hmm. I can play this part. Right. Or he didn't even say that?
No, actually, the thing about it, one of the things he said that was really cool is he wanted to talk about the very end. Because I don't want to give away the very ending.
Right.
But there is a situation in the movie where towards the end, history goes went one way and I go the other way.
Right.
And he wanted to talk about it.
He had a problem with it? And did you say, my IQ's 160? How dare you?
He wanted to discuss it. He wanted to know where I was coming from as far as this was concerned.
Did you say, you know what? You just look pretty on screen. Let me worry about the ending.
Well, no, the thing about what he said was so cool because I knew it was one of the things he wanted to talk about.
Right.
And we don't get around. He lives on a vineyard, so we're just like one bottle of rosé after another. So
the two of you are alcoholics, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Right. You're sitting and drinking.
So we're down into bottle 3 of the rosé.
My God.
Do you pinch yourself and say, here I was working in a video store, and now I'm having rosé with Brad Pitt in his house and friends.
Well, at the time when I was in a video store, I think he was working in a restaurant.
Somebody had to start somewhere.
Yeah.
So you...
But so the thing is, like, so we're drinking, and eventually it comes up. And the way he brought it up, he goes, okay, so let's talk about... I want to hear your take on the ending. Now, by the way, I'm going to do it anyway, so don't worry about that.
He didn't want to insult you.
Yeah, so now, what's your take on that?
Yeah.
But I just thought that was really cool. It was just, okay, now we're going to bring up the controversial aspect. Oh, by the way, I'm in. I'm doing it.
Did you... Well, he was being nice, I think.
Yeah.
That's really good. He put you at ease. And do you think... Does he say to you, why is the word bastard spelled B-A-S-T-E-R-D? Does he say things
Actually,
like that?
he didn't bring that up at all.
Now, people bring that up, and you say, I have no idea why that I did that.
No, I know why I did. I mean, it's an artistic stroke.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, it really is.
Just changing that
to describe
A to an E?
it, to put it under the microscope is to take the piss out of it. You know?
Like when
You might
Abby
as well not
Hoffman
even
called
done it.
America with a K or something.
Yeah, or, when Basquiat took his restaurant bill and Elmer glued it to his painting. It's just, you don't talk about it. You just did it.
Never bring that guy up again. Never heard of him. Okay. So in other words, Basquiat. Yeah. So you
Black guy.
You sit there. There you go. You sit
He's another
there.
black guy.
Another
He's
black
dead.
guy. You sit there
guy.
with
Dead
Brad
black
Pitt.
Dead black guy.
And does Brad Pitt, and he's going through this whole thing. His wife's having twins. Does she ever come home during this, Angelina Jolie, or
She just had twins. She's in the hospital.
She's in the hospital.
Yeah.
Don't you think he should be in the hospital with Angelina Jolie?
He was with her all day. He was with
He's
her the whole
in the
day
middle
before.
of the vineyard getting drunk.
I mean, don't you think that's a little
Hey,
weird?
I think the day you have twins, you'll be drinking about 5 bottles of rosé yourself.
How long is this
I
meeting?
hadn't thought about that. That's why we drank so much.
How long is the meeting? Are you kidding? He's so free. Now, how is he able to drink while he's supposed to be watching these kids? They claim they have no help. You saw help, don't you? You saw help there, didn't you?
There was they have
nannies.
They have some friends.
Of
Yeah.
course, because there's no way this guy's getting through. This guy is the biggest box
No,
office
he
star.
was actually. I mean, there was
Come
other
on.
people to help, but it's like he was taking care of the kids.
He was involved during this meeting. Like the kids would interrupt and say, "Dad, I need you to do
Oh
this."
yeah,
I
they
need to
come
do
and
that."
sit on his lap for a while, then yank him around, and he'd say, "Okay, now leave me alone for a while. I got to talk." You know?
And who takes the kids when you have to talk?
Oh,
There's
actually,
a nanny.
they just go away for a little while.
They just go somewhere.
Yeah, but we actually hung out. I mean, I was.
They
there,
listened to him.
Yeah, I was there till like 3 a.m. or something. So we
Really?
were all hanging out and.
Hold it a second. The whole time you're at Brad Pitt's house, you're hanging out till 3 a.m. Don't you think? Do you ever say to yourself, maybe I'm annoying this guy? Maybe it's time for me to go home.
That's not a dad kind of move to
Yeah.
stay up till 3 a.m.
I don't stay more
I
than an
flew
hour.
all the way to France. That's not the time you cut it short. All right.
Are you with Brad Pitt the entire time? Like
yeah,
till 3 a.m?
Yeah.
What are you doing? You don't just stay there sitting and drinking.
That's exhausting.
Why not?
Yeah, you say that like it's a bad thing.
You know why I'm fascinated by this? Like people will come to my home, and I sit there and I go, okay, we spent an hour or two. Aren't
Now
we
what do
done
we
now?
do?
Can I go off and do something by myself?
Well, it might be a little. Actually, with Brad, it wouldn't be different if I just came over to just have a drink and talk. Because every time he's come over to my house, we've been up until 3 a.m. or something.
Really? I find that exhausting.
No, we have a good.
Does he ever say to you, okay, now I want to go to bed?
Eventually, all right, but it's like, but it actually.
You mean
is,
if you
Did
came,
he have
if I
to throw
invited
you out?
Yeah, I mean, did he throw you out of the house?
No, it was.
Did you
just,
sleep over?
It was just eventually over. No, I
You had
left.
a hotel.
Yeah, I left.
All right, so there you are. You're sitting there with Brad. You get him for the movie, and I swear to you, Robin, I could spend 10 hours interviewing Quentin just about how
That
he stayed
whole
till
day,
3 in the
yeah,
morning because. I don't know how to socialize like that. I
But-
would be
but
so.
you
I would
can-
be.
but
I
you,
feel so.
Howard-
One sec. I feel
yeah.
so poorly about myself that I'd say, "Gee, I'm taking up Brad Pitt's time." He obviously. First of all, if he doesn't have that much help, how can he stay up till 3 in the morning? Those kids are going to wake him up early.
That's what I was
And
going
I'm
to say.
sitting- Right.
This does not sound like a person who's taking care of kids.
No.
Who has time to hang out till 3 in the
Quentin,
morning all day. He's not taking care of children.
I left
no, I mean,
Gary's
there-
dinner party in the middle of dinner because I felt it was enough. You know what I'm saying? I can't hang.
No, actually, part of but part of the thing that was actually, that's actually that was cool about it. We didn't just sit there and talk about the movie the entire time. Part of it was also getting to know each other. We talked about a lot of kinds of
Sure.
stuff. But also, he had this cool little dune buggy kind of thing because he was going to show me around the grounds, and all the kids jumped in the car, and he gave me this big tour around, and the kids are all hanging out, and not only that, he actually has a recording studio on his property that is the recording studio they recorded Pink Floyd's The Wall on.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, it's on the property. And he's got a guy who runs the recording studio.
How big a property is this? How many acres?
It's huge.
You have to drive around to see it
exactly.
all.
No, it's a gigantic.
He owns this
Vineyard.
property?
Vineyard. It's a vineyard.
He
yeah.
owns the vineyard.
Yeah.
And he produces wine.
Truthfully, exactly. It's like a small little town.
You know, it's funny with him, too, because I sometimes go, this guy apparently has a lot of money. But
I thought he lived in New Orleans.
But how many movies does he make a year? Like, he doesn't make that many. Like, he made your movie. That's a $9 million payday, but still he's living like a $100 million lifestyle.
Yeah, well, but he's like I said, he's been at it for a long time, you know, and it's him and Angelina Jolie as well.
Do you get jealous of him in this sense? I'm talking about the economics of this now. Like, you don't get $9 million to write and direct the film.
I get my money on the back end.
No, understood.
I do really good on
but
the
you're
back
taking
end.
a chance on that. Let's say
yeah, but I'm happy. Look, it's my art, so I'm happy to take the chance. If I don't think, I mean, that's actually, I would rather take it on the back end where if we do well, I'm going to do magnificent.
Right. Does Brad get a little back end taste? Of course.
He gets a back end taste. He doesn't get my back end taste.
No, let's hope not. I mean, after all, you deserve the big payday.
Yeah, but where I'm coming from is like, if it doesn't work out, well, then I shouldn't get paid.
Sure, you should. You put in a lot of hours.
No, I do get paid, all right? But it's like, but I don't deserve any more than that if it actually is a flop.
Do you take a fee as a director and writer?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
So you take a couple million on that.
Yeah, but I don't take what I could get on the open market because I want it in the back. Believe me, they would almost rather pay me a big payday
and they
up
take
front.
the chance.
They
exactly.
take all the money.
So you have ownership in the film.
Yeah.
All right. So now you get Brad Pitt signed up, and I still maintain that Brad Pitt can't. They have to have a lot of help. He can't be up till 3 in the morning.
It's not a lot. It's not a lot.
Who put the kids to bed?
Oh, it was he
nanny.
He has friends. They're not. It's not quite even a nanny. It's friends that have known him for a long time that are just also hanging out on the property and everything.
Wow, it's a whole different life than I could handle. I would like to have friends hanging out on the property, but then I want them to go away. You see, they're constantly there, and the fact that you can stay there and hang till 3 in the morning shows you're not a paranoid type. I mean, did you have a meal there?
Yeah, we had dinner.
You make duty in the bathroom?
I went to the bathroom. Yes,
you
I did.
Yeah. Duty number 2.
I don't remember. I might have.
When you were making a duty,
weird about it.
When you were making a duty and you were pitching Inglourious Basterds to Brad Pitt, do you say to yourself, "Oh my God, like maybe I'm going to stink this room up. I shouldn't be doing this"? Do you feel like you have to rush through your bowel movement, or can you sit there and read? I mean, I'm honest to God interested.
You sit there and read.
I mean, what do you do?
Like, I think the only thing that would have been horrible if you did the thing where you go to flush it and the water doesn't go down, it goes up.
Especially in France, that happens a lot.
Yeah.
So now you get Brad Pitt and you make the movie Inglourious Basterds, and you got a hit. I think. I think this one's a biggie.
I'm pretty excited about it. Actually.
All right. And now, are you nervous with the box office now? When's it open? Next weekend?
Yeah.
So
do you care
nervous?
about box office?
Well, yeah.
Sure,
I wanted to be well. I wanted to do well, and in particular, I have to say, I really wanted to do in a weird way. Even more than for myself, I wanted to do well for the Weinsteins because I've been with Harvey for a long time.
They've been good to you, and you've been good to them.
This would be a big deal for them.
I hope so.
Yeah, because they lost their company to Disney.
Yeah, so it's like and I love the idea that I'm the guy bringing them back. I love that idea. And
Eli Roth, who you cast in the movie, he plays Bear Jew. He plays one of the Jews who takes a baseball bat to Nazis' heads. It's a great moment in the movie. Great moment. I loved it. You met him at Lindsay Lohan's house at a party?
No. It was when we started hanging out together.
You went to Lindsay Lohan's house?
Yeah, we were at a club, and she was saying, "Hey, we're getting together at my place. Do you want to come with us?" And we said yes.
When you meet a Lindsay Lohan, do you think to yourself, okay, I could get her? Do you know, I mean, is there a reason, like, do you think, well, maybe I'll try and have her sexually? I mean, she's a little young, but...
Yeah, you know what, I'm actually really not attracted to gals that young.
You're not?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
But that's a slam dunk.
So why are you going back to the house? I mean, isn't all of her friends are about that age?
Yeah, it's just actually that's not really true. Actually,
I don't know. I'm asking.
Yeah, she's got some posse, and and they're kind of all over the place. But it's not. It's just about you're hanging out and you're in a club, and she goes, "Hey, we're all going back to my place. You want to come? Yeah, sure." Actually, but the funny thing about with Eli was the fact that. Especially then with Eli, I just didn't like writing phone numbers down. I never carried a cell phone with me. So if somebody says, "Hey, well, let me give you our cell phone so you can tell you how to get there," I would say, "Hey, Eli, could you take it?" And he would take it. So Lindsay Lohan thought Eli was my assistant.
Would you?
And then I just started calling him like he was like my low-rent younger brother. All right, so he's Ernie Tarantino.
Would you ever? You should introduce him as Ernie Tarantino.
I did. We did for a long time. That was her thing. Hey, Ernie's here.
Would you ever cast her in a movie. Now, you're a director. You have to have okay, maybe she's bankable, but she's, she has this unreliable reputation. You can't have nonsense on a film.
Well,
right?
I can't have nonsense on the film, but but at the same time, if I worked with her, I'm sure she'd straighten up her act, or I wouldn't. But it's not even about that. I'm not even accusing her of anything.
Well,
I think she's a terrific actress.
Right, she is. She's a good actress.
Yeah.
But you can't take a chance on some people. Don't understand that if someone's a nudnik and is a pain in the ass on the set, and they're going to hold you up, it's hard enough to make a film.
If I thought that was the case, then I wouldn't. I wouldn't work with somebody like that. But I don't think that's the case with her.
Would you put her in one of your movies?
Oh, if I thought she was right in a heartbeat. I really think she's one of the best young actresses in America.
Now, you say she's too young for you. What is your age limit on chicks? In other words, how young will you go at this point in your life? Would you date a 20-year-old right now?
I would.
She looks gorgeous.
I wouldn't really feel
bigger
comfortable
tits than with Thurman, the whole thing.
Dating,
Go ahead.
like a girlfriend kind of thing.
You don't date?
I wouldn't. No, I would just. Look, a 20-year-old doesn't really have a life. I mean,
understood.
I've got a nice life. So if we're going to be together, you got to come with a life.
All right. So how old? What's the minimum?
I guess 25, 26.
25, 26. Then they start to have a life.
But by that time, they've got a life.
That's right. I like that. I like that. I'm just
close. All right. 20? Oh, absolutely not. What would be 25?
I like what you're saying.
Big fucking difference.
Kill Bill.
McClanahan has a life.
Strangely enough, there is a difference between 25 and 20.
Did you hear what Artie said? Rue McClanahan has a life. You want someone with a life.
She has a life, that's for sure.
What is the age maximum? What is the oldest woman you've ever dated?
Oh, that's a good question.
That's right. Let's think.
26.
It's funny. Then they have too much of a life at 27. You will never marry?
Oh, no. If the minute you say you never marry, that's like a year and a half later you get married.
What is it, Gary?
I saw Quentin interviewed on CBS Sunday Morning, and he said he's going to have kids when he's around 60. He thinks that's about the right time.
Well, you might be right in the sense that you'll have lived a full life, and maybe you'll get everything out of you.
That's very profound, Howard. That's exactly where I'm coming from.
You don't usually agree with that, though, because of the age of the father.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Screw those kids.
Yeah. No. There's a little bit of like that I was like, oh man, I don't know if it'd be kind of. I like. It sounds cool being the young dad as opposed to being the old dad, but that's just ego. Kid doesn't give a damn.
Well, you've often said that you would stop directing at around 60 because you don't want to be one of these guys who stays too long at the party and becomes irrelevant and too old. You want to be an elder statesman. I relate to that. And I think.
But haven't you seen some directors who still have it going on?
Damn few.
But there are some.
How old are you now?
How old am I? I'm 45.
Right. I'm 55. Mm-hmm. And I kind of agree with Quentin on this. I really do. I feel like I see in radio guys stay too long at the party. It's kind of like. You got to find your way out on top.
I'm a student. Every field, you have to do that.
I'm a student of directors' careers, and it's
so you're saying 60 is the cutoff?
But Clint Eastwood is the exception, right? His last film was great.
No. He's a terrific director. But the thing about it, again, I'm a writer. That can be my time to write novels. That's the time for me to write cinema books.
Do something
stuff like
different.
That. Exactly. Right. And I could actually, that could be the time to raise the kids and the family and all that stuff.
To me, Kill Bill, one of your greatest films. We got to comment on David Carradine. You were aware that he was into this weird, freaky thing sexually with tying up, wearing underwear, wigs. Comment on that. And have you ever tried that?
Oh.
I know autoerotic asphyxiation.
You've never tried autoerotic asphyxiation?
No, I've
bullshit.
Thought about it.
I don't believe it.
I thought
about it.
Yeah, actually, the thing about it, that was one of those things where I used to teasingly bring it up with girls. Right. All right, like being this naughty boy, bring it up until a couple girls wanted to take me up on it. All right, maybe not.
What is scary about it? The fact that you're putting your complete faith in some chick who's going to tie you up and then choke you.
Well, it's not so much time. It's not so much time. I'm like,
right.
I wouldn't do it by myself.
Right.
All right. But
because auto basically means you're doing it by yourself.
Exactly. If I was going to do it, it would be like a girl has a ribbon around my neck and she's just cutting it off.
Right.
Then it's not a situation. It's not like they strangle you so much that you die. The problem with autoerotic fixation is you pass out.
Yes.
And once you pass out, you hang yourself.
Right.
All right. But you've never worn it. Were you shocked? I knew Carradine a little bit, not as well as you do, but I've spoken with him many times. Were you shocked when you heard that he was into this kind of thing?
I think, actually, I don't know if that's the case. I mean, there's even talk that he was even murdered and everything.
Right.
So I don't know if that's the case. But, okay, just for the sake of this Howard Stern conversation,
Good.
let's just say
Go ahead.
that was the case.
Right.
I think that's fucking badass,
You
man.
do.
He went out great as far as I'm
Jerking
concerned.
off.
Take it to the limit one more time.
I feel completely differently than that. How you're found dead can be very embarrassing. You know,
But you don't know.
Yeah, but still, I mean, do you want your legacy? He was Kung Fu. He
Hey,
was Kill
man.
Bill. He was great.
I love the idea he was sexual, and here it is, and I'm that.
What did you think?
Carradine didn't live a life like anybody else, man. That is, and also that's part of where I'm also coming from, in particular about David, is the fact that David lived 5 people's lives, man.
What do you mean by that? Be specific.
I mean, the thing is, that was a wild dude, man. And
What
he
was
went,
wild? What does he do that's... I want to be wild. Tell me what to do.
well,
What is so wild?
I think he was one of the, the great, like, mad geniuses of
He didn't
of
care about
Hollywood.
other people, did he?
And he did it. Well, he just did his own thing. He was like a hippie. He was an artist. He lived a Charles Dickens life.
You're making me want to get... Well, hang me right now. I mean, just tie a rope around my neck.
He went by his own rules. He did his own thing. He was a true artist bohemian. And that guy just really
Was he
lived
difficult?
a life. No, he was wonderful.
When you directed him, he knew his lines.
Oh, yeah, no, he was great. He was great. So my feeling about him passing is it's horribly sad for the people who are going to miss him. It's horribly sad for me. It's horribly sad for his family. But as far as like going out with having lived a great life, man, he did it right.
So you understand that's a fetish because you have a foot fetish, right? Admittedly.
I've
Do
never-
you really?
Yes.
I never said I had a foot fetish.
You do.
I never said
You concentrate on feet.
I admire feet. I admire legs. I admire ass. I'm a lower track man.
When you
all right, I like the
same
lower
here.
track.
when you're with a girl, do you lick toes?
I ain't gonna talk about stuff
This
like
is
that.
about foot thing. I'm not asking
Talk to Rosie
specifics.
Perez about this stuff.
What do you
talk
mean?
About it.
Why Rosie Perez?
Well, remember she likes your feet. That
Oh,
shows
yeah.
that shows what a foot fetish she has.
I forgot about that. But do you have a foot fetish sexually? I mean, are you into women's feet?
I like feet. I like legs.
Is that why you dated Kathy Griffin? Does she have pretty feet?
No, she doesn't.
She does not have pretty feet.
Well, she doesn't have pretty feet, but I wouldn't
They weren't
brag about
exceptional.
them.
Who has the nicest feet in Hollywood that you've seen? Personally, Lindsay Lohan,
A set of feet that impressed you.
Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie. Who? I understand he has no hair on his
David
toes.
Carradine.
Brad's feet.
David Carradine's feet. I wonder if David Carradine took it so far that he like painted his
Painted his
toenails
toenails and all
and
that?
wore pretty shoes and the whole thing.
I don't know. I don't even know anything about that stuff. All right, I just but if that were the way that he went out, I actually just think that's just rock and roll the way he
You're
lived.
willing to buy that he was investigating Chinese
I don't know.
gangs.
I don't know. I don't know nothing about it. I mean, there's even talk that he was actually murdered because his hands were tied behind his back. All right, so I don't know.
How do you want to go out? How do you want to be? Do you want to be in bed with a woman when you die?
The old John Garfield way, dying while you're fucking.
Rockefeller did it. I mean, what is it?
Come and go at the same time.
If Carradine went as a cool way, what is the coolest
What
way
is
to
the
go for Quentin
coolest way?
Tarantino?
Well, I have to say, I really dig the idea of living to be 100.
You like it?
Yeah, I like that idea. I mean, if I go out after I've done what I want to do, then that's all good too. But I actually like the idea of living to be 100.
Will you ever do one of these movies like a superhero movie? Because now that's
One
the
of the
rage.
big, sci-fi.
Are you a comic book fan?
Yeah, I am.
Me
a very
too.
big comic book fan.
Why won't you do one of those kind of films? I bet you have an interesting
Well,
take.
I mean, it is kind of weird because it's like if you were to ask me back in the days I worked at the video store, we always wanted to see comic book movies and they didn't make them or they made them screwed up.
Right.
So I mean, there's a weird aspect. I think there's a little part of me that I've grown out of it. But there would have been a time that like what's going on right now would have been the greatest thing ever. As far as
Did
I'm
you ever
concerned.
consider putting Spider-Man into Inglourious Basterds, like having him appear? I mean, because that's a lock. I mean,
Well, but if I were to do a comic book movie, I wouldn't be interested in doing an established comic book hero. I want to come up with the comic
your hero.
with the
that's
character
what I like
myself.
about you. That's what I like about Inglourious Basterds. That's a really interesting take with these Jewish guys going behind the enemy
Yeah,
lines.
well, Tim, look, here's one of the things that really doesn't make me better, but makes me different than a lot of other directors, and especially writer-directors, is a director will come out and there'll be a writer-director, and they really have a voice, and they'll do 1 movie, 2 movie, 3 movies, and there is a voice to their work. But you know what? It's hard to face that blank page every single project.
It is.
You are starting from scratch all over again. Everything you did means nothing now. And you know what? You don't make that many movies.
And don't you think? Yeah, it's like rock stars. They only have so many songs in them.
Yeah.
You know, don't you think though that in a way it's like unbelievable when you look at some of the crap movies that come out? Because here you are, you're sitting. It's almost like you come up with a good pitch. It's like Jews behind enemy lines in World War II. Isn't that enough almost?
Yeah, well, there also is the thing of we're taking it around Hollywood, and everyone's liking it, okay? Very Jewish town. Oh, go figure.
Yeah.
Come in, talk about it. Talk about the movie. We love this
Can you
movie.
get away, because you're in show business and you're a famous director, can you get away with behavior that other people can't? For example, I heard on a set you were working with Fergie, the singer, and you bit her ass in order to get her to react to something. You actually bit her on the ass. I'd like to do that.
Yeah, well, she was being eaten by zombies.
Right. So you should,
right, in the scene. So I was like a zombie in the scene, so I bit her ass. That's what's happening.
But you didn't bite any of the male actors. You bit Fergie.
Well, I didn't have a scene as a zombie eating other male actors.
You didn't bite Travolta's ass in Pulp Fiction.
I wasn't a zombie.
You would have if you had been a zombie in that. Listen to me. You've done it again. You have made a film that's great.
Oh, I appreciate it, mate.
I'm not bullshitting you.
I know, you wouldn't.
I bullshit many people who come in here. But you, I'm afraid of. You got an IQ of 160.
Hey,
You probably see through it.
Did you have a favorite scene in the movie?
I had a couple. I love this whole scene of the when they're in the bar.
Oh, yeah, the tavern, the basement tavern. Yeah.
And I love the, I don't want to give away anything about the ending, but the movie theater at the end.
Hieronymus Bosch.
Fantastic. Fantastic. And I told you I love the scene where the Jews, it's a great movie, and I recommend it to everyone. You walked out of Natural Born Killers. You wrote Natural Born Killers.
Yeah,
But you
didn't like what he did with it?
Oliver Stone directed it. Did you hate what Oliver Stone did with your movie?
Well, I've never seen it from beginning to end.
Why?
Oh, well, because he rewrote the script, and like you just can't do that to me. I got really
You got upset.
off. Yeah, I got
and you
really
had no
pissed
idea
off.
till you went to the screening of it.
Well, no. I knew. All right, I didn't go to a screening. The thing about it was I said, I'm never going to see this damn thing. I'm not going to see it. And then I was hanging out with Juliette Lewis, and we decided, let's go see it.
Right.
You know, and I don't think she had seen it, actually. So we just went to the movie theaters and paid to see it. And the reason you know about it is because we're watching the movie. We're 20 minutes into it. I'm getting pissed off. And she goes, let's just get the fuck out of here.
Really? She got
and people
pissed
heard
off.
it. And I got pissed off. And the she of us, but I was prepared to watch it. And she was like, let's just get the fuck out of here.
Is that the greatest thing about being famous, aside from you get to do your art, that you get to hang out with Brad Pitt and Juliette Lewis, like you go to the movies with Juliette? Like, is that turn you on because you get to meet all these exciting, great people who are artists?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, not in some sycophant way, but just in the way that, like, one, they're interesting people. They can be interesting people, and they're artists. They're doing the things that you're doing, and it's a very interesting life to get to know different people and hang out with them. And there's people that I really, really admire along the way that I've met because of my situation.
Mm-hmm. Will you walk up to a person who you admire and say, "Listen, I want to hang out with you. We should hang out"?
Well, yeah, I'll go over and I definitely have walked over and said hello to people, and I do have a situation that, like, in a lot of cases, like if I were to call them and say, hey, let's get together and have a drink or talk or whatever, they might very well say yes.
Do you think a lot of these people get together with you because they think, he might be interviewing me for a movie?
No. I mean, oftentimes, it could be a singer, it could be a writer, it could be somebody that there's not necessarily a job on the other end of this.
Right.
It's like, I mean, there actually is.
Are they genuine friendships?
Well, they can be.
Yeah.
They definitely
Sometimes
can be.
they evolve into that.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just a drink.
Yeah, sometimes it's just a drink. Sometimes it's just a meeting of the minds.
Do you think you and Brad Pitt will remain friends? Like, you will hang out again? Do you think that will happen?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It was a good experience for all of you?
You didn't have enough of you that day?
Yeah, exactly.
Did Brad's wife drop by the set every once in a while?
She came by once, actually, but she was pretty much taking care of the kids the entire
Stunning?
time. She's very pretty.
Gonna put her in a movie?
If I had the right role.
If you do, make her naked. I want to see boobs. I want to see beaver. I want to see it all. I want to see it all. Hair, everything. I don't care what it is. You show it. Just be brave about it. Now, the biggest pain in the ass you ever worked with, acting-wise, got to be De Niro, right? You did not.
No,
like
no. He was terrific.
You
man.
complained a lot when you worked with him.
No, I didn't complain.
You said he was calling you all the time. Let's be honest.
No.
He was bothering you.
No. That was not.
There was a recorded conversation.
I know, but that was
leaked.
blown completely out of proportion, and that was about we were literally talking about about negotiating his deal. All right, that was all that was about. No,
that's
he
the
was
part
even
you hate.
mad about it, actually, when he heard about it.
Is that the part you hate?
What?
Negotiating the deal and
That's
all
kind
that?
of a drag. We have to, you know what you have to do? You got to divorce yourself from it.
Why did you get upset about negotiating his deal?
No, they were just roping. I'm not the one upset. They were the producers. They were roping me into the conversation.
I see. And sometimes they entice you to get involved with the actor and say, come on, Bob, knock off the shit.
And I don't do that at all anymore. Hey, look, if you were to call Brad and ask him, I call him Brad and asking him shit.
Right.
I mean, if I'm going to call Brad and ask him something, it's something I want.
Right.
I'm not going to waste my shit on your concerns.
Right. And once you work with Brad, you don't have to sit there and suck his dick all day, do you? I mean, you get down to business.
He's great.
He's self-sufficient.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that anyway. That's not my style.
Do you ever have trouble getting what you want out of people, and what do you do then?
Well, you
do autoerotic asphyxiation.
you try to, normally it works out, but I mean, every once in a while, a director resorts to a couple little tricks.
Yeah.
To entice a performance out or something, or to trick an actor into a performance.
Yeah. Where do you hang out now? L.A.?
Yeah, I live in Los Angeles. I got to say, I'm looking forward, when this movie is behind me and it's all done, I'm looking forward to getting back to New York. I love my apartment here. I love my life here. I haven't lived in about 3 or 4 years. So
nobody even sees you anymore. You're not even part of the scene. Brian,
I've been in Germany for a year.
Well, stop with that. Brian, you have a rare opportunity to ask a question of Quentin Tarantino. I'll allow Quentin Tarantino here celebrating the release of Inglourious Basterds. Go ahead, Brian.
Thank you so much, Howard. You're a great director, Quentin. Now you got Howard there. You got to make a movie. Finally make the Vega brother movie starring Howard Stern.
Well, I got to tell you something. Quentin looks at me and sees nothing. I mean, he's admitted it.
So he's supposed to be the third Vega brother?
Yeah.
Ernie Vega?
There you go.
Believe me, just the negotiation would piss you off. You thought De Niro was difficult. Forget about it. Well, listen, you are a great film director.
Oh, thanks, man.
You're doing great things because you're writing original ideas. You're coming up with original movies. And I'm proud of you. I'm even proud that you, I'd say about 65% of the movie is in subtitle, but that's what I think makes it work. This movie is based on language.
Yeah, exactly.
So
that's almost one of the things it's about.
It would have to be that way. Yeah. And next time you come back, I want you to talk a little bit more about when you defecated at Brad Pitt's house while you were on hash. Did you use wet wipes? Did you use dry toilet paper? What did you wash your hands?
Did I use the bidet? It was France,
Did you use the bidet?
I don't think it was a bidet.
How do you use a bidet? Have you ever used one?
I don't quite get it. I don't quite get that. But what is cool is in Japan. They've got those almost robot toilets.
Computerized toilets.
Well, they've got a whole push button
Those
system
are the ones
there.
that spray the water and everything? Oh my goodness.
And
when you're in Japan and they spray water up your ass, are you shocked at first? Like water's going on?
Look, there's a little diagram right there next to the toilets are like lazy boys. And you hit the water, boom. If you want it to go around and around, it goes around and around.
Really?
Then all of a sudden you get this air dryer, dries your butt.
Hey, let me ask you something. There was a woman who once wrote a book about rebellious directors. You were mentioned one of 6 who were the greatest rebellious directors. And she was kind of nasty. She said, you don't like to shower and you don't like to clean yourself. Were you insulted by that?
I never read that book, actually.
I didn't really read it either. Someone said to me,
do I smell bad?
You smell good today. So I just want to say that it might not be true, right?
Yeah, it's not true.
Right. And he wiped himself.
Where did that come from?
I don't know. Why does that start?
No, that's just, actually the joke. She took a joke that back when I was in my 20s with my friends at Video Archives, she took a joke and made a big deal about it. All right, and the joke was, maybe at 25, my hygiene wasn't the best in the world.
Right.
But the joke that the guys used to say at Video Archives, for a guy who doesn't take that many baths, Quentin doesn't smell too bad.
Why wouldn't you read a book about yourself? Wouldn't you be curious to read it?
Well, I've read books about myself, but I knew that one was nasty. And the same thing with an article that comes out that I hear bad things about, or I have a sense that it's not going to turn out good for me. I don't want to read it because, it's like if you say, hey, there's this GQ article about you, and that was kind of nasty. Then I just, fuck that asshole, because it doesn't mean anything to me. But if you read it, that shit stays with you for the rest of your life.
I happen to agree with you. A couple of years ago, many years ago, some guy wrote a biography. A couple of people wrote these unauthorized biographies, and I tried to read them, and I would get so aggravated because I found they interviewed people who barely, or some of them didn't even know me, and they were making up stories about me, and I was like, gee, none of this is true, but how am I ever going to... And it stayed with me. I was like angry.
Yeah, it just, I mean, like those fucking phrases that you read, like the quotes around them, they just stay with you, and they actually never leave. They're stuck in your head. If you don't read it yourself, then it's just, fucking asshole, forget about it, who cares? But when you read it, you give it this permission to be inside you.
When you're working on a film and you're living in Germany for a year, did the Germans get upset that you're making a Nazi film?
No. As a matter of fact, it's the exact opposite. I mean, I almost feel like I'm an ambassador to Germany now, because people say, you know, you having seen the movie, think, wow, I wonder what the Germans think about this.
Yeah.
You got to imagine something. With a possible exception of Jews, if there's anybody that has bringing down the Third Reich fantasies, it's the last few generations of Germans.
Right. They're pissed.
Yeah.
So it's a good life. You're not afraid to fly to all these different places and live there and all that?
No, actually, I think that's one of the great things about my life is that I get to, like, you know, in the case of Kill Bill, I got to live in Beijing for 6 months.
You like that? You like experiencing different cultures?
Yeah,
doesn't scare you?
No, not at all.
Being outside of America doesn't scare you?
No, not at all. I look at it as one of the fortunate things about my life. I get to know friends, and now whenever I go to Germany, I have a whole bunch of friends there now.
Scares
I know
the hell
different
out of me.
bars and clubs and restaurants.
Really?
Yeah.
Scares
How
me.
are you flying? Commercial or you go private?
No, almost always commercial.
Yeah?
Really?
Yeah.
I bet you the Weinsteins would send you on a plane somewhere.
But I don't like to hit them up for something like that unless it really is a big deal. But first class is pretty great.
One last question from Mary Ann from Brooklyn. I'll let you out of here.
Howard, thank God you picked up Quentin. My husband is a super fan. I'm going to be calm. I'm going to ask.
Quickly, what is the question, Mary Ann?
You have to be totally out there to be a good actor. When are you going to have Uma Thurman again? And you and King of All Blacks could have a foot fetish showdown.
Do you have to be crazy to be a good actor, in a sense? What is your opinion on that?
No. Actually, you have to be imaginative, all right? And actually, if you're going to work with me, you have to be smart. I can't work with dumb actors.
So have you worked with dumb actors?
From time to time.
Who is the dumbest actor you work with?
None of the famous people.
What does it mean to be a dumb actor? In other words, you go, hey, man, this is what we're trying to do, and then they just...
No, it's just, my material's pretty deep, actually, and unless you're smart enough to get it, then you're just not going to get it. I've actually had my stuff is pretty funny, but the jokes don't have quotes around them. Mm-hmm. And I've actually had a situation where, like, actors will come in and do the auditions, and when the scene is over, I go, he didn't sell any of my jokes. And they go, what jokes?
Right. I thought this was a serious piece. You know what? Quentin has said to me, I can't put you in one of my movies. You're not smart enough to get it. And I understand that.
You're pretty fucking quick, man.
I don't get
You don't need any fucking stroking as far as that's concerned.
Come on. All right, listen. Quentin Tarantino. Are you dating anyone now, or are you single?
Well, hopefully I'll be dating somebody now I got my life back again. We'll see.
So you don't have a girlfriend?
No, not right now.
Nobody in Germany tickled your feathers?
I hung out with a couple of people, but as far as, like, really having a relationship...
you ever go to a hooker?
It was too... Like when I was a
when you were a kid?
Yeah.
But not now?
No.
Like you went in Germany, you say, hey, listen, I just need a hand job.
Pussy?
And you don't pay for it?
I don't pay for it.
Why did you say, I don't pay for pussy?
Yeah, what was that voice?
What is that voice you're putting on? Who is that?
That's the incredulous I don't pay for pussy voice.
Wait a second. Let's say you're in Germany, you haven't had a woman in 2 months, you go to one of these places.
I don't pay for pussy.
You just won't do it. I don't blame you. You don't need to. Look, you've covered a lot of ground. I'll give you a break and let you out of here. What are you doing the rest of the day? You got a whole agenda?
Oh, man, today is the day.
Today's the promotion day.
Yeah, I mean, I've got... This is not optimal, all right? And it just worked out this way, even though we tried to not have it be that way. I'm actually doing Letterman in the afternoon, and then I do Charlie Rose after that. You try not to do these two opposite shows going on. I'm sure I'm going to tell some bullshit Hollywood anecdote on Charlie Rose and talk about health care and fucking David Letterman.
Get them all wrong.
Yeah.
Did Letterman, do you do a pre-interview and all that kind of stuff?
I haven't done that. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think I'm going to end up doing one.
Do you feel pressure when you do these interviews? Like you have to be special and full of, I don't know.
What are you going to wear?
Letterman is, Letterman's sort of like the elder statesman.
Right.
So it's like, it's a different situation with him. Like in the case of like Conan or Jimmy Kimmel, it's like, when I go on those shows, in particular Conan and Jimmy Kimmel, it's like I don't go on as a boring director. It's like I'm a comedian, you know, and we know each other, we like each other, we'll set each other up for jokes and stuff. But on Letterman, it's like he's the guy.
Right.
You know,
a little more pressure.
You're kind of the straight man.
Yeah, right. It's a different kind of role.
Yeah.
You do Leno? Would you ever go on his...
Leno was the first guy to ever bring me on television.
Do you think he will succeed at 10 o'clock? I say no. Be honest. Do you think it's going to work?
Oh, I do think it's going to work.
You do?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know exactly what it's going to be. That's actually the interesting part about it.
It's going to be The Tonight Show at 10 o'clock.
I don't know. I don't know what it's going to be.
It will not work. All right, listen.
Well, is Brad Pitt doing anything today?
Yeah, now where is this Brad Pitt? Let me get a hold of him.
Okay. When I heard you were talking to you, were like, I wonder why he's not on the show. Oh, I wonder why he's not on the show. I loved going to your show, except for the couple of times I'm actually in a celebrity couple. Then I don't want to go near your show.
You just come here and you answer the questions. All right, listen. See Quentin Tarantino's Inglourious Basterds. I've seen it. It's great. And you will have fun. You will see Jews beating up Germans, scalping Germans, hitting Germans in the head with baseball bats, shooting Germans,
what do
blowing
they do
Germans
with the
up.
Scalps? Maybe I have to wait for
they collect them. They collect them. Yeah. Every man in Brad Pitt's unit owes him 100 scalps.
Oh.
Yeah. It's good. It's really a lot of fun. And you're a lot of fun.
Oh, thanks, mate.
And we'll get together. We'll drink some rosé. And you're going to tell me all the chicks you're banging. And then I'll come here and report to Robin.
Okay.
All right, listen. You've said it all. You've said a lot. In fact, who knows what you said? And
we'll read about it tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow we'll see whatever you said wrong.
There could be some lawsuits.
That's right. Listen, see Quentin Tarantino, Inglourious Basterds. Go see it. Check it out. I think you'll really love it. And we'll be back right after these words. Thanks, Quentin.
Thanks, mate.
Bye.
Quentin, how'd it go, dude?
It went great.
So how does it feel knowing that Howard really likes this movie?
Oh man, that's really cool. It's really cool, and I didn't know that until I got in there. So that was really groovy.
Nice, man. And he said at the end, like, you might have said too much, or you said a lot. Do you think you said too much today?
I don't think I did.
So how was it seeing everyone after all these years again?
Well, actually, it's not been that long. It's only been like 2 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's only been 2 years. I was here for Grindhouse, so I've been at Cirrus before.
All right, man. So you had a good time today?
I had a blast.
All right, thanks for stopping.
This is a Howard TV original production.
Here's a taste of what you have to look forward to
on this episode of The Bonus Show.
Richard and Sal almost go all the way.
That's the man ass.
A Howard TV staffer gets the family jewels polished.
That was a direct hit, man.
Benji takes a shot of Tila tequila.
I gotta get hard first.
And Hulkamania runs wild.
Hero boys, fight, fight, fight!
Hello, Stern fans, and welcome to The Bonus Show, a weekly update of all the great behind-the-scenes moments you can't see anywhere else. I'm Rachel Fine.
And I'm John Hine, and apparently this is Hee Haw. Let's kick the show off with Ronnie having sex with a black guy while porn star Jocelyn James looks on.
How do you do that? See, it's not that easy, is it?
You're falling, but...
And then I was like, this?
Yeah. Something like that. There you
Where
go.
do you say your tiger's fingers went?
In my, you know.
Ryder, give it to me good. You give me the good, Ryder.
There you go. Nice.
Nice. Oh,
there you
go. Deeper, motherfucker. That's a man ass.
I have no way of knowing what it feels like to get kicked in the jimmies, but I would imagine it's pretty painful.
Rachel, you'd be correct. I've been hitting the balls about 143 times in my life, and you never get used to it.
143? Wow.
Yeah, people think synchronized swimming isn't a contact sport, but it is. It is.
And we learn something new about you every day, John. Here's a former Howard TV producer getting hit in the nuts.
The Howard Stern Show's blast from the past.
I gotta figure out. See, there's nowhere to dodge it, too. Oh, dude, are you all right? Oh, shit. Are you all right, man? That was a direct hit, man. Are you all right?
Something tells me antics like the one you're about to see do not happen to your average person in the hallway at work.
God.
Well, you did good.
Well, thank you.
Have a good day. Nice
So, Tila, so I guess Benji might have a big dick since he was being nice to you.
Oh, yes, he does. Can I check it out?
Is that true?
Sure. I'm trying to get it. I gotta get it hard first.
You gotta get it hard first? Hold on.
Can I just...
Oh, I thought
I don't want to interrupt.
Oh, look at you.
She's like a stripper. She keeps pulling back.
I felt his dick.
As a rule, we never like to feature the same person in back-to-back clips.
That's right, Rachel. But since Benji has multiple personalities, having him appear in 2 clips in a row really isn't like seeing the same person twice.
So here's Benji with Hulk Hogan. First, you will witness shy Benji, then overly excited Benji, and finally, Hebrew Benji.
Hey, Hulk,
Yes,
got
sir.
one question for you.
Sure, brother.
I wanted Benji to do an intro for us, just like you did, and he's having trouble with it.
Benji?
You got any advice for him? How to get into that?
Well, you need to wake up. Benji Mania, brother. You ready?
Yeah.
You do exactly what I do, okay?
All right. Wake up, man.
Yo, Howard TV.
Yo, Howard TV.
Come on, brother, louder. Yo, Howard TV.
Howard TV.
This is Benji Mania.
This is Benji Mania.
And what you gonna do, brother?
What you gonna do, brother?
When Howard TV runs wild on you?
Amen. Now iski, hey, Pascolin. Olive, fat, Gimel, Dollar, senior boys are really solid. Ishki, Bishki, hit him the Kishki, who the hell are we? Hey, Izzy, Isaac, Jacob, Sam, we're the boys that eat no ham. Matzah, bride, matzah, till we die. Whoa, grab those girls, don't hold them tight. Hebrew boys, fight.
I like it. Stunner. Benji Mania, that was good.
We all know Sal is miserable and a little crazy.
And apparently, along with being miserable and crazy, he has a death wish.
The Howard Stern Show Creative Meeting.
Think about if we had a real good professional makeup artist dress up as a black guy and go to Harlem as the only black guy who supports McCain. And interview the black people about why they're voting for
My only issue with this, we were going to do this when the movie came out, Tropic Thunder. They were going to do it with me, and I backed out of it because my feeling was I didn't think that they could do a good enough job.
Yeah,
and it was going to
be
look really bad.
Blackface, that's kind of
I don't want to walk into Harlem in blackface.
Right. Well, I wasn't thinking necessarily blackface, but a real professional job. But again, it's risky. I'm trying to literally.
So what's the joke?
Well, generally, I would be as a black person, and the whole thing is I'm looking for another black person who supports McCain, and I try to find out why they're voting for Obama.
Why don't we just get a black guy to do it?
Yeah, you could do that too.
It's time for wrap-up show clips. Yahoo!
That's right, John. Each week, our free interns work hard to painfully scour through hours and hours of boring wrap-up show footage to bring you 3 minutes of the most entertaining and interesting parts of the show. This is no easy feat.
Hey!
In this first clip, Gary Dell'Abate talks about wanting Ryan Phillippe's body. Get in line, Gary.
Yahoo!
Now, Gary, do you think Howard is jealous of... He must have said 10 times how good-looking Ryan Phillippe was when he was in the studio today.
He's a good-looking guy. I hate to say it, I'm not gay or anything, as JD would say, but he's a good-looking guy.
So do you?
I look at guys like that. I go, damn, if I could be in that body for a weekend, I would bring it back wrecked.
Here's Benji having a very friendly conversation with the head of Howard 100 News, Brad Driver.
In the report, Brad, did you say Benji Bronk, who lies about everything?
No.
Okay,
That's
so then what's your beef?
But he said, no, my beef was he said in his office, well, we think you lied about this, so that means you lied about this.
No, that's not what I said.
Yeah, you just said it again on the air.
I said we spoke to the Sun. We spoke to what
did the Sun tell you?
You have no relation.
And how does that make me a liar? How does that make me a liar?
Come on. Come on.
No, answer me. How does his
All right.
son
All
say
right.
I have no
The
relation make
hamster
me a
wheel
liar?
is
All right,
circling.
here we go.
How does that make me a liar?
Brad Driver's got to get out of here.
Thank you, guys.
Dude,
very
answer
much.
the question. How does that make me a liar if his son says I'm no relation?
Because you said that you.
No, Gary. Now you're saying that. I specifically
I'm
have
not now
answered several
Benji,
times
come
that I am
off
not
the air.
related to that
I
person.
invite you to come talk to me.
I'll talk to you on air right now. I'll
Give me
talk
a
to you anywhere. I'll
reason.
talk to you on any street
Tell
you
me
want.
why we cannot talk about Dead
I
LaFond.
haven't said you can't. I would suggest
Oh.
you don't.
And finally, we have a caller who has some choice words for former supermodel Janice Dickinson.
Janice Dickinson is disturbing to look at. You're all affected Hollywood showbiz people. She looks like a train wreck.
Would you fuck her?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Something tells me Miss Dickinson would probably pass on banging you, sir.
But if you're interested, I'm sure Rachel would bang you. And for my slutty co-host Rachel Fine, I'm John Hine. We'll see you next week.
You are such a jerk.
What time's the Harper Valley PTA meeting?
You know what? I am rocking my own sense of style, John.
Country line dancing?
If you would take it up a notch from your same button-down shirt every week.
Same button-down shirt. This is a look.
It's some kind of look.
Hey,
it's
love
not a good look.
Love it.
Just change it up is all I'm saying.
I'm going to put on overalls for you? I'll put on overalls for you.
All right.
What do you think's the strongest one?
Out of those? Oh, my dad is the biggest penis contest.
Yeah, that's good. That's the one. Go with that. How many answers do you think we're going to get on that one?
Yeah, right.
Mine or my dad?
My dad. Sure. Just out of curiosity, how do you know that your father has a big one?
He just would whip it out anywhere. We'd be out fishing, and he just takes it out, and it flops out. He's uncut like Sal, too.
This is a Howard TV original production.
On this episode, Ronnie gives a whole new meaning to Block Party.
What a stupid dick!
Stern fans get more than they bargained for. And there are some major party fouls.
What's your problem? Testing, 1, 2.
Baba Boo.
Yeah.
Hey-oh, yeah.
This Saturday night, Ronnie Munn takes the stage at the Allentown Brew Works in Allentown, PA, to host Ronnie Munn's Block Party.
We were looking to do some things to make some extra money, and I think Shuley came up with the idea of Ronnie's Block Party.
Oh, I need money. And, so we finally said, look, I'm going out on the road. Why not you guys join me? Any predictions that you can think of for this comedy show that's going to go down with Ronnie and Scott?
Failure.
It's unimaginable to me that they would be starting any kind of party around Ronnie. Ronnie is the opposite of the word party.
To get your predictions on how you think this show is going to go in Allentown with Scott and Ronnie.
I'd rather be in Japan for another tsunami.
On paper, home run. You got a DJ, you got a host, you got a block party. The Brew Works in Allentown, it was a nice venue, good people. So, that was the first block party show. That's where we kicked it off at.
Scott's upstairs right now working the audio. I'm trying to... Okay.
What does he do? Wait. He's working the audio? What does he do? Working the audio. He's testing. Plugging his phone in?
Yeah, he did. Swear to God, he got some nice drops. Popular.
It works? You plugged it in?
Plugged it in. It's working.
TOPLESS. Oh, shut up, asshole.
He's got 4 sound bites in that fucking phone. He's got 5 songs, and he plugs it in, to a mixing board.
We're all set.
We got to the first meet and greet, and first thing Scott wanted to know, where's the food?
Meet and greets make me feel good. I like that there are people that will spend the extra coinage to meet us, shake our hand, tell us, you know, how we get them through a tough day. The thing I love the most about the meet and greet is seeing people walking away from meeting Scott and seeing crumbs on their wrists and sleeves, because how rude of them to pay the extra money and not wait patiently while Scott eats his fucking chicken fingers. I love that the guy doesn't even bother to put down a fucking food or drink. You know, people, hey, I'm a big fan. You're like, well, that's great. Yeah. Well, I'm a big fan, too, of this Dijon mustard. Have you tried it?
All right. Well, it is my fault. I could leave the food and get it cold, but I like to eat hot food.
All right. Let me get one more. Hold on. Let me get one more, please.
Put the fucking food down. Spend some time meeting some people, pressing palms, maybe loading 2 more fucking sound bites in that phone.
Do you know what's going on, like what time the show starts or anything?
Probably soon.
Soon. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
To the white women.
Yeah.
Go Bucks. Looking forward to seeing Scott the engineer and hoping that he bombs greatly tonight.
Scott is going to do terrible tonight, and I know it. So I think Scott will do okay, but he's going to choke because he's not funny.
I'm here to see Ronnie, the limo driver, and I would love to see Scott get anally raped up on stage tonight.
Mic check 1. John, how's the sound back there?
The way they had it wired didn't make sense to me, and I couldn't go unplugging things in the middle of the show.
When you're working with a phone as your DJ equipment, what do you expect is going to happen? I mean, you're going to have issues.
You want it louder? Louder! A little louder. Is that good?
You know when there's not sound issues? When Scott is not in charge of it. When the venue has a sound person and they set it up. And of course, you know Scott's excuse.
I'm not really the sound guy here, though. Yeah. You know, I'm not responsible for...
Well, I didn't set it up. This isn't my system. Somebody here has to know that. Aren't you an engineer? Aren't they all the same thing after a while? There was sound problems, and the biggest problem is we have an engineer who can't fix them.
I mean, bring real equipment if you're going to be a DJ.
All right, now come up to stage. It's his block party. And you guys know him as Ricky, man. Here's Ronnie 1.
I remember the banter between him and Scott on stage at that show was so fucking awful.
Before you introduce the first act.
Yes?
Introduce the first act.
Don't talk so close to the mic.
Everybody's not sorry to leave. This is Ronnie's block party,
You're
right?
Yeah.
Ronnie's block party.
It's
right?
my block party.
So what do you like to do at your block party?
The hokey pokey.
We need a few volunteers. Who wants to come up to the stage and help Ronnie do the hokey pokey?
What a stupid bitch.
I thought they were great because of who they are, but I didn't think they were that funny. Does that mean? I didn't mean to say that.
Thank God I'm not a comedian. I'm only the host. So don't fucking throw anything at me. You want to throw anything? Throw it at the bald bastard over here. All right? Who called for you?
Thank you.
It's my fucking show.
I'm
the host here.
Why don't you bring my name into this?
I didn't say your name. I said bald bastard.
Ronnie and Scott were both very disappointing. It's not that they were terrible comedians, they were just boring.
I thought Allentown was really good. It really worked well. There was a lot of people, and we had a good crowd, and I thought it went really well.
Scott's the engineer, you know. Everything was fucked up. Sound was fucked up. Ronnie was Ronnie.
I think it was good. It was a train wreck, but people enjoyed it.
Ronnie didn't do much of anything. It was his block party, but he did shit.
For me, anyways, especially with this show, you gauge it on, well, is everybody still at the seats they were at when the show started? Check.
We were in awe of like the whole scene.
Yeah,
overall,
the whole
I wouldn't say they could sell ticket anywhere else outside of non-Stern show fans.
If the Stern show was no longer going, it would be empty. There wouldn't be no.
Yeah, they wouldn't make $1 million.
Is that bad?
Unfortunately.
Is anybody demanding a refund. No, so that's a check.
I think it went real well, man.
Yeah, no, I think you were great. Like, the energy was great.
Seriously.
No, seriously.
I want you to be serious.
I'm
No bullshit.
100% serious. Because you had energy. That's the thing. The crowd feeds off the energy.
Right.
So you had the energy. You were into it. You were having fun. It made them have fun. And it's a funny combination of how excited you are and how not excited Scott is. Like, it's funny to see that transfer.
I got nothing to say. I'll just let you talk.
I mean, it's Scott. You can't, it's not like he was going to turn it up a notch for this show.
I said to Ronnie, how'd it go? And Ronnie goes, it was great.
And he says the people were fantastic.
We thought the first party in Allentown really went well, so it was like, all right, we booked another one in Chambersburg.
And he came to me and he said he doesn't really want to do the DJ thing this time.
It didn't work.
Good, let him stay home.
It's not really DJing. I'm not playing to a crowd that's dancing. It's just dropping in some stuff here and there. It's nothing fancy or spectacular.
All right, I'll stay home then. Fuck you.
He wants to come to the show, but
take all your money and fucking go fuck yourself.
He wanted to scale back a little bit. He felt like, you know what? He was stretched a little too thin. A lot on his plate.
Where's that coming?
It's coming in from him not wanting to DJ.
Because it didn't work out well. You want to do the hokey pokey again?
Well, think of something else.
We never did hands up. At this point, I'm just like, whatever, man. Whatever you want to do, You don't want to plug your phone in, DJ, don't do it. You want to plug it in, plug it in. You could be the mic stand during the show. Thanks. You just stand there and listen. I don't know. What do you want me to tell you? I knew that Howard TV was coming for this second show. I knew they were a witness to what happened the first show. So I figured there's got to be something that I can do.
We're getting ready for this Chambersburg show, and Scott asked if their hotel situation was set up. Him and Scott are going to have to share a room in Chambersburg. And truth be told, I have a room for everybody individually, but I'm just going to tell them they have to share rooms, and I'm going to try and get it to the point where the following morning I'm going to break it to them that they have their own room. So let's hope this thing works out, man. We got a lot planned for this show. Unfortunately, it's all behind the scenes for my amusement.
I got your room upstairs. I checked you guys in already.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
You don't have any more rooms?
No, I already checked. You can ask, but I already checked.
If there's a one king-size bed, I'm gonna fucking scream.
I just thought to myself, fuck, I would love to be a fly on the wall in that room and see what's going on in that room.
What the fuck? Don't they give you plugs to plug in?
There should be one on the right under the fucking desk.
Howard TV was in on the Shuley prank, and I was the one who was going to capture it. Can I come in?
No. What do you want?
Just want to come in.
For what?
To hang out.
No. I'm taking a shower and I don't want to be bothered. Get lost.
He basically told me to go fuck myself.
Tell Shuley, man, he's got a fucking problem on his hands right now. Shuley came up with this brilliant prank that me and Scott would have to share a room. So what are you bullshitting me telling me there's no fucking rooms for? What? You heard me. What? Why are you bullshitting me telling me there's no rooms? When I call downstairs, they tell me there's 5 rooms. Hey, you think it's a fucking joke? Seriously. I was pissed off at Shuley for breaking my balls because it took us 6 fucking hours to get there in traffic. And I was exhausted, and I just don't want to be bothered with this shit. Fuck you, man. Stick your fucking goddamn comedy shit in your ass. You think I need this bullshit? Over a room? You getting this upset? Fuck you and your fucking shit, man. It's ridiculous.
And Ronnie was screaming at me, and I'm just like, what's your problem, dude? Like, I'm doing a bad Ronnie to Ronnie. I'm going, what's your problem, dude?
You and you send this fucking mook to tell me I got a room?
Who has a room?
Everybody has rooms.
So, well, who needs it now? I already let us shower.
Take a shower.
I'm going home after this.
What's that?
You let us take a fucking shower then together?
You know, you carried yourself so far, man, to the front door.
When we walk in the front door, that's when it should have ended.
Oh, now you're pissed off?
Of course. You're carrying it too far.
That's funny to a point. I'll never forget that. That's my favorite line of all the block party shows. It's funny to a point. So we're eating dinner before the show. And Scott sits down with us at the table and he says, I've got an idea. And I looked right at him and I go, I love it. Already, I love it.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start some music. Bruno's gonna start the fucking music playing. It's gonna play for about a minute. I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna start dancing around in the audience.
Well, look, Scott's got to do something at these appearances. What is it he does is beyond me. So the fact that he gets up and dances around makes more sense than anything. I mean, he's not a stand-up. He's not a guy who can light up a room in any circumstance. So the idea of him running around dancing makes some sense, I suppose.
Oh, my God.
I saw this. Wait. This is what? Right at the beginning of the show?
Right at the beginning.
This is before I even get up, right?
That's right, before you even get up. I was the fluffer. I'm the fluffer. I'm the
How about
official...
if I just stand on stage while you're doing all this and just laugh?
I'm the official fluffer.
You know what the fluffer does? They suck cock.
I was going to come out first and kind of be the crowd fluffer. So I would do something really stupid.
Put your hands together for Scott, the engineer.
Scott the engineer hyping people up. Think about that sentence.
Shirley thinks it's the funniest thing since fucking comedy started, I think. I thought it was idiotic, but okay.
At one point, he turned the corner and grabbed Ronnie and pulled him up to run with him, and it almost looked like they had planned it. Like they rehearsed this. It was just awful. It gave you every douche chill known to mankind through your entire body. And after that show, we were like, dude, this is awesome. We have to start every show like this.
The one thing about the crowd at the show is they were nice people and they were definitely fans. It wasn't the biggest crowd, but they were all fans of the show. And there was a particular couple, a boyfriend and, his girlfriend, and they were both just completely shit-faced.
Shirley! What? What's going on?
She's quick!
Look at you. That's nice. If you're a real man, you'd let her flash everybody right now. Yeah! Get up here. Come here. Yeah! Get over here. Turn around. Show them. Turn around. That's my closing bit. You guys are awesome.
That part of the show is called Ronnie Munn's part of the show. This chick was sitting there. She was drinking. She was nice and sauced up.
Thanks, everybody, for coming out tonight. Don't let the party end now. Yeah. We're all going to the fucking bar. Let's drink. Let's Yeah!
She whipped those hits out, and the crowd went nuts.
Yeah! Woo!
Thank you guys for coming.
Scott, play some music for the girls. It's dancing. You stupid motherfucker.
Scott, turn your phone on and play some music.
He's such an asshole. They had a good time. She's showing her tits. She's having fun. That's what it's all about. Meeting guys, meeting girls, having some drinks, having some fun. She's taking her tits out. She had the balls to do it. And that's what counts. All in all, Chambersburg, we had a really good time. And after that show, we decided, let's move on with this project.
Shirley, are you still doing shows with him?
Yeah.
Is it a nightmare? Like, is he still making demands and demanding more money and everything?
These two got so pissed at me.
You work on Friday, you can't fucking get paid?
Dude, do you think he's gonna fucking stiff you? Are you stupid?
Yeah, but I mean, it's fucking ridiculous already. It is fucking ridiculous. You want to do a show and get paid? I want to get paid.
Usually you like to get paid at the end of the night. I mean, that's the way things work in the comedy circuit.
I mean, I'm just like, Scott, you're going to fucking get it.
Where's the money?
You're here, but the money...
Hello?
That's fine, but I can't create money out of fucking thin
He
air.
collected...
When the promoter sends me the money,
Wait,
and you guys get paid? No, I haven't got paid.
Did he not collect cash that night? Where's the fucking money?
Credit card purchases have to go through, checks have to clear, and the booker, the guy who actually books us, Sequoia, has to send me the checks.
Julie's like, we'll pay you during the week, whatever. I'm like, really?
I saw the stack of cash.
Where was the stack of cash?
Right at the podium when he was collecting as the people were coming in.
Well, I never. That doesn't go to him. It goes.
Yeah, I never got a stack of cash.
Yeah, so where's
get paid?
The venue makes their money on the fucking.
This guy's not going to stiff you.
Ronnie put 2 and 2 together and realized, oh, this guy works here, so we're going to see him again. Scott apparently forgot that and thought I was jumping on a flight to fucking Bali.
So we were a little, twisted about that.
It's frustrating, man.
Usually, a guy who DJ'd on his cell phone.
Oh, yeah. You should get paid. Usually in these things, you get paid the same night. You walk out of there with your money. You don't wait for a fucking week.
Shirley didn't get paid.
They're doing the.
Oh, Shirley got paid.
Here's my pay.
Oh.
$13.
No.
Here. Choke on it, you cocksuckers.
Motherfucker.
I'm kidding. I need that for bus fare.
Bus fare.
I think it was like 2 days later they got paid. The one in Philly I was pretty nervous about because I wanted us all to enjoy ourselves.
Love Ronnie!
All right.
If you want to get up there and capture it today, yeah, sure. You're ready. Go up there.
You're thinking?
I'll leave this here for now.
Get to the club in Philly, which turned out to be small. I had a DJ booth that was about 3 stories over the stage.
I was hoping for a ladder slip on the way up and like hitting his chin on everything.
The sound system wasn't working properly. It was all screwed up.
Hey, Scott, what are you doing? He's going check, but he's not saying.
Again, with the sound system, I think Scott fucked that one up, I think. In some capacity. I don't know what was going on.
I'm the entertainment. I'm not responsible for the sound system that a particular club has.
Because Scott wants to earn his money, he better do his fucking job. Everybody else is. Guy's fucking just pitiful. His new name, DJ Lazy.
All right, you guys ready for a good show? All right, so let's get this block party started, all right?
Shit. Holy shit, what was that? Oh, holy shit. I don't know if everybody's drinking. Are you sure? Alright. Then I can go home, right? You don't fucking need me here. Fuck that. Scott, go home. Scott, what are you doing, man? What's with you up and down the stairs? You're a fucking nervous wreck. What is your fucking problem?
I love Philadelphia, man. I love it.
Woo! You love it?
No Cavaliers. Wrong city.
Can everybody hear us? Can you hear us? Can you fucking hear us or what?
Philly was not a good representation of the block party.
Alright, let's get this show started. Alright, we had this guy with us in our first show in Allentown. Shut that fucking music off. Everybody's cool here, right? No haters, assholes, whatever you want to call them.
I mean, we're all responsible. I mean, I didn't pick the venue. Shuley didn't pick the venue. They picked the venue, and I don't think the venue was the right place.
What are you doing up there? What the fuck is wrong with you? Do you have a microphone up there? Can you talk? What the fuck is wrong with him?
It sort of works.
It works. I can hear you. Everybody can hear you.
Every time I turn it on, I get feedback, so I just keep my mouth shut.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, right?
You're not saying anything anyway.
By the time I got on stage in Philly, I didn't know what to do. As a comic, you know, I got new stuff I want to go out there and try. I got new bits. But as a human being, I cannot sit here and ignore the fact that we put these people through a very bad show.
Listen, the name of this show has been changed after tonight. It is no longer the Ronnie Munn Block Party Tour. It's called the Titanic, because this is a 2-hour fucking sinking is what we're in. Jesus fucking Christ.
Didn't like the show. I think they'd rather pay to come hang out with us than to see a fucking show, you know? That was my impression that whole night.
Fuck! That's all I gotta say. It really didn't go well in that one, so we didn't know what to expect going forward.
I think it probably ended up being one of the weakest block parties. And I don't think anyone was sure that the block party would continue after this Philly one. Philly ends, didn't end well, a lot of doubt, a lot of self-inventory going on, and I'm pretty much coming up with empty shelves. I'm saying it's over.
Is the block party getting worse?
You think you're a professional entertainer on stage. You think you're good on stage. We've seen the tapes. You suck. Ronnie's better than you, and you're horrible.
Oh, thank you.
Shuley says the block party is over in large part because of the performance in Philly, that there will be no future block parties. Your reaction?
And before you know...
Good! Freedom! I mean, we did what we had to do for a few shows, and so we didn't... So for one show, it's bad, so we canceled the whole thing? I mean, it doesn't make sense to me, but if that's... he thinks his performance was terrible, and that's his problem.
We got to talk about cutting some dead weight.
Shuley placed a large responsibility on you for the failure of the show. Your reaction?
He's an asshole. Why would he blame me?
Shuley can say anything he wants. I mean, if he wants to replace me, then he'll replace me. If not, then we'll go on.
He should find some blame in himself.
How you going to throw the guy out of the show? You can't do it. It's not right. It's just not right.
Our tipster said that they heard Shuley say that everybody should get their money back.
I actually,
That was supposed to be a joke, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I was on stage when I said
Yes, he was. He was.
Being Jewish, people knew they're not getting their money back. And then I get a call that they want us to do the show in Long Island at the Brokerage, which is a really nice club.
Club called the Brokerage, which is a real comedy club. This is the first venue that we were going to do that's actually a comedy club. So everybody was excited about it.
Sal's coming down a little bit. Oh, look at that. Ronnie Munn block party.
Hello.
Look at the girl.
Sal did show up, and right away, him and Ronnie start going at it.
It's Ronnie's retirement party.
Listen, all right.
Shots of Metamucil.
He showed up, and he started drinking right away. And then I guess he was talking to Shuley, and Shuley asked him if he wanted to do some time. And Shuley came to me and said,
We'll throw Sal up for a few minutes.
Are we really?
Yeah.
Yeah, when do you want to inject him into the show? I said, I don't care. It's great. But Sal, of course, said that I didn't want him up there and all this kind of bullshit. I would never do that. What do I care?
I'll bring you up. I'll do 3 minutes.
No, you're not bringing him up at all. Who you think you're taking my shit away? Get the fuck out of here.
Ronnie was feeling good. He was confident. We had a full house. And Ronnie's telling him, I'm in charge. He's like, you're not going up unless I say so.
He doesn't get what I'm saying.
Battle of the hair.
You still bring me up and you still bring...
I'll tell you when you're up, okay?
Wow.
This is our fucking show. It's not the Sal show.
Wow, I think Sal kind of took that the wrong way.
I don't get why Ronnie was being such a dick. I guess it's just Ronnie. Maybe he was thinking that, this is his show. He's the big attraction. He's Mr. Personality. I mean, the guy obviously is a phenomenal comedian. I think when he saw me, he might have been slightly intimidated.
Sal, you forgot your fucking stupid electric cigarettes. You fucking moron. Hey, Sal. Let me...
Holy shit, did this guy suck shit or what?
When he was done, Sal wouldn't get off stage. He was arguing with Ronnie on stage.
Get off! Somebody kicked him out of the wheelchair! Get off the wheelchair! I can walk! Thank you! Thank you so much!
Get off the fucking stage, you moron!
I'm standing...
Yeah.
He's spitting. It was kind of have like bowel problems out of nowhere. They'll just shit their pants. I shit. That's Sal. Sal's out of line.
Hey, Sal, I missed it. Can you do that again? Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
The block party is fun. That's what it's all about. That's why we came up with the block party idea as an all-out craziness that you never know what's going to happen.
Been throwing up everywhere. What was your reaction?
I heard. I was standing there. My reaction? I had too much to drink, obviously. And when somebody's standing there and they're talking to somebody and all of a sudden he starts heaving, I guess there's a problem.
After the show that day, I see Howard in the hallway, and he comes up to me.
You're drinking too much, Sal.
Oh, my God. Everything came out of him. That was like an ayahuasca trip.
Without the enlightenment.
Right.
Yeah.
He didn't get
Got
enlightened.
nothing out of it.
He just got everything else.
How many drinks do you have?
I had like 4 Kettle Ones and pineapples, the tall ones. They put them in these beer glasses. But then these guys came over and I did the shots, which I should have done. And when the shots went in, no, nothing. I was trying to get away, forget about things for a little bit. But I'm not that bad of a drinker otherwise, no. At least I don't think I am.
No, just when he drinks.
Yeah, right. I'm just bad when I drink, yeah.
I would invite Sal every goddamn block party there is, and hope he turns out the same way.
As far as attending future block parties, I think the one that I will attend involves Sausage and Peppers and my cousin Claudio in Brooklyn. That's the only block party you're going to see me at.
Expectations so far. I do have a lot of ideas. I do have a lot of plans that I'd like to lay out. Most of them involve pranking Scott.
The club in Long Island has other clubs that they own that we might do. The guy was interested, and I really don't know. Whatever comes up, we'll see.
There's a lot more to come, and I'm going to be pranking Ronnie and everybody else because I'm going to have some fun. I damn sure ain't making any fucking money doing it, so I'm going to have some fun.
It's all about fun, getting drunk, meeting guys, meeting girls. You never know what's going to happen. Come to our block parties, and you'll find out.
Would you pay $25 to see Scott, Ronnie, and Julie on the block party?
People pay $20. Are you kidding me? That's about the funniest thing I've ever heard. Wow. I'm impressed. They can get $25 a person to see them. Now, would I pay it? Oh, God. They just told me you can get a meet and greet for $35. This is what? Why are there people standing in Zuccotti Park? Nothing's wrong with the economy. That's crazy.
Anything else that you want to add to that?
Fuck everyone.
There's several layers to what I'm about to tell you. So, the Shuley, comedy show continues on the road. Scott can't make it to Arizona and Chicago. And I said, why not? Shuley goes, you'll have to ask him. I have no idea. I don't know why Scott can't make it. So, Shuley went to JD and said, do you want to fill in? And he goes, we're going to have to renegotiate. And Shuley's like, renegotiate? You're on stage for 4 minutes. He goes, you know that comic that you introduced that got 3 standing ovations? You made 10 times more than him.
You know what, Scott and JD, I think they all think it's fun to go out and do these things.
And then
they realize it's work, and then they're like, oh.
But he did say, but Shuley did say that it was really weird because JD, the one thing he wanted to know, like way in advance, was what hotel they were staying in. Meaning he had it set up with that girl.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. He had dreams. Hey, Lisa G is here. I haven't spoken to her in like ages. Lisa G, come on in and tell us what's happening in the Howard 100 newsroom.
Lisa Glassberg takes shit.
There's Lisa.
Hello there.
Came in laughing. Having a good time. All right.
Wearing this jacket, you start to sweat after 10 minutes.
Right. Go ahead, Lisa. What do you have for us from the Howard 100 newsroom?
All right. So where do Ralph Cirella's allegiances lay? The issue came up.
Lie.
That's what I thought, but
Go ahead.
I think grammatically it may be lay.
Evidently, you don't pay attention to my grammar. But go ahead.
The issue came up after Ralph told you he was too sick to fly to San Francisco for America's Got Talent
Is
late
that
last
true?
week. But
Now, here was the thing. I wanted to bring Ralph with me.
Yeah.
We discussed it. He called me up, and he did the right thing. He says to me, hey, you could hear it. He could hardly talk. I said, I don't want to be around anyone who's got a call. I don't want to be around anybody, quite frankly. The less people on that plane, because the plane circulates air. I don't know what the fuck anyone's got, and sometimes people don't know what they got.
Right.
I'm looking to stay healthy for this stupid gig I'm doing. So he called me up. He's got no voice. He goes, you still want me to come?
There's something going around because
Yeah.
a lot of people have had it.
Right. So I said no, and thank you for calling me and making me aware that you're not feeling well. I didn't really need him to come. He had already put together the outfit and all that, and it's not all that complicated.
So what are you saying, Lisa?
Well, he showed up Friday to host Geek Time.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. He would have come with me. He said, I'll come. He says, I just know you're paranoid about germs and stuff. And I said, thank you. Don't come. It wasn't a matter of loyalty.
Did he look sick?
I didn't see him. I was away.
He was sick. Believe me. He was sick. And quite frankly, it was fine. Even like I'm going to St. Louis, I said, I don't need anyone going with me. I don't need a babysitter.
You're not taking Tony?
No, Tony, I need it. I fucking hair of mine. I don't know how to do it. I'm going out tonight. I need fucking help with my hair all the time. Tony always goes with me.
Yeah.
Tony takes care of it, and that's it. My hair, I don't know.
It needs its own person.
I know. I was actually contemplating like getting a manly haircut,
something that doesn't require styling.
Yeah, because
like what?
I mean, like a man.
What do you mean?
Something short and spiky?
Like what men do. I'm the only guy walking around with a bouffant. Every other guy walks around with like a normal haircut. You know what I mean? But I don't have the balls to do it. I've always had long hair. And I've cut it about as short as I'll cut it.
Yeah, it's even shorter now.
Yeah. That's about it for me.
This is the length.
Ralph thinks I should grow it a little longer. He thinks it's a little too short since it doesn't hide enough.
Hide?
Yeah. Hide aspects of my face. That's what I use my hair for. Let's be honest. If I put enough of it in my face, you can't really... It's a mystery. You're kind of like, hey, he doesn't look so bad. That's always been my move. That was Joey Ramone's move. I look like him. Joey always had hair hanging in front of his face.
You do not look like Joey Ramone.
I don't know.
Do you have nice ears? I've never seen those.
I have nice ears. Yeah. People I have stuff that's nice that you don't need to be nice. I have probably the prettiest feet a man's ever had.
Yeah.
I have gorgeous ears. All this shit you don't care about. I'd rather be a super hot guy who looks like Brad Pitt and have the ugliest, feet.
And ears.
And deformed feet. My feet are Brad Pitt, which is so weird. It's just so. It's like the worst joke, practical joke anyone can play on you to have beautiful feet. And I'll be hanging out with girls who go, "Oh yeah, you have really pretty feet," and I'm like, "Yeah." So now you're gonna sleep with me? No.
Every woman I've interviewed about you says you have gorgeous feet.
Yeah, feet.
They're beautiful. He could have been a foot model.
Yeah, my feet are so hot.
I could be a supermodel of feet.
I could be a professional foot model. You ever see a soap, the guy's in the shower and he's soaping up? They would cut to my feet.
Right.
And and by the way, that's nice. Women look at stuff like that when if they see a guy with gnarly feet, they don't want to be with him. But
right, because it sort of indicates a hygiene situation.
But it's just. I'd rather have chimpanzee feet, literally, chimpanzee,
another species,
species, and look like Brad Pitt.
Maybe Brad Pitt does have chimpanzee feet.
Right.
You hope, but it's really funny how watching the Oscars.
Yeah.
It was almost embarrassing because it's like they are performing. The whole show is just for George Clooney and Brad Pitt.
Yeah, because what does the camera go to? George Clooney and Brad Pitt.
Every time you need a reaction.
Those guys are like kings.
Brad, George, George. The rest of the people aren't even there.
Yeah, and if you just date George Clooney, Stacy Keibler now.
Camera.
Stacy Keibler is considered the princess of America.
Everybody knows her. Everybody defers to her.
Yeah.
And her fees doubled.
Yeah. She gets something like $25,000 or something to appear anywhere.
Wow.
Said that in the paper. She used to get $5,000 or something, or 10.
Yeah. Now you have to get in line.
I was at the Beverly Hills Hotel. I saw her holding a power meeting at a table, literally with people just having business proposals.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah. I want to go out with George.
Well,
Clooney.
I hope she strikes gold before he dumps her.
Well, maybe he's in love. Maybe this time he won't.
Yeah, right.
Oh, you guys! Don't you believe in love?
Not with George Clooney. And Brad.
Yeah. I mean, before dating George Clooney, she was actually hosting Ronnie's block party. She was filling in for Ronnie. Did you hear about the whole Ronnie's block party thing?
No.
You know, Ronnie's block party, Scott and Ronnie go out, and then they go out with all these comedians like Shuley and stuff. And,
right.
You know, Shuley's got a real act. He's a real comedian, and these other guys are real comedians. So I guess, you know, Ronnie's been traveling with me for America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
So they had JD fill in, and everyone was thrilled with JD, I guess, at the show. And,
oh, that's wonderful.
yeah, and Scott the engineer, I guess, has been going, but they have 2 big dates coming up, one in like Arizona and another one far away.
Uh-huh.
I think Scott's like bailing out on it because it's too far for him, and everyone thinks he's doing a negotiating ploy.
Oh, no, he wants more money?
Yeah, he was like, I think I need a lot more money. Because I think he figured out when he goes far away.
West of the Mississippi, my fees doubled.
And like no one is looking. I mean, who's Scott? First of all, JD could so easily replace Scott because if you have a choice between Ronnie's block party and seeing JD or Scott, don't you want a JD?
Look, I think all these guys are wonderful. But if you give me the choice, I would say JD is a novelty, yes.
Hey, Shuley, there was one picture somebody tweeted at Ronnie's block party. It looked at one point like Scott was asleep on the stage. Yeah, right, Shuley.
He might as well be.
Yeah, what's going on with the whole, like, Ronnie didn't show up, JD was there, and from what I'm hearing, everyone liked JD at Ronnie's block party.
I got to tell you, there was, first of all, it was our first weekend that was sold out with this tour.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Right, and there was an energy when JD did these shows this weekend that we didn't have. We've done the Killers of Comedy tour. We've done all kinds of stuff. You know, I play with Artie. There was an energy when JD was there that I couldn't believe. Like people were going out of their mind.
Right.
And then the opposite end shows up. Yeah, then the opposite end of the spectrum is Scott sitting there, lifeless.
Right.
You know,
right.
I think at one point I compared him to a lamp on a nightstand on stage.
Yeah. But I like that. Isn't he now giving you a hard time about showing up for certain dates?
Well, you know, it's so weird with these guys. Like, I don't think they fully understand what it means to be on the road and to you know, the shit sandwiches you got to eat to get to a point. Now, look, we're all helping each other out. That, you know, when they do these shows with me, it helps sell tickets, no doubt.
Sure.
Right.
But, you know, I'm helping by doing an hour every
You're doing the heavy lifting.
Right. So you would think they'd just be happy to be, you know, we're whisked here and there.
And they make more money than you guys. Like some of the comics get less money, right, than Scott or...
I mean, I have a best friend of mine who I started with in Vegas doing stand-up. Phenomenal comic. This guy, Mad Dog Mattern, did this weekend with us, 3 shows. Every time he finished, standing ovation. Right?
Oh.
This guy crushed all weekend long. I go to JD. I said, Scott is out for Chicago and Arizona. And you'd have to ask him why.
Why is Scott out for Chicago and Arizona?
You want my honest opinion?
Yeah.
Okay. I think the fact that it's okay, it's a bit of a pain in the ass, the flying around. I get that. Okay.
Yeah, it's a long trip.
I get that. But it's not like you're doing it for free. You're getting a basic minimum guarantee. If we don't sell a fucking ticket, you still get this money in your pocket.
Right.
That's good money.
Right.
You know?
Right.
I think he knows that with the overhead of flying people out and getting hotels and rental cars, that he's not going to make anything more than his minimum. So what's it worth to him? You know,
is that what's going on, Scott?
No, it had nothing to do with the money.
Why are you not going to
commitments? Previous commitments.
What are you committing?
You
no
committed to the Killers, whatever they're calling.
Who's going to sit around on that weekend and go, "Where's Scott? I've been waiting for him all weekend."
So I couldn't make it that weekend. That's all.
But did you agree to go?
Yes.
No. Originally, I said I don't think I could make it that weekend. When you said,
but you said that for like 3 fucking weeks.
No, I haven't.
I tell you, I go, Scott, I need to know. Are you in or are you out?
I couldn't change the plans I had, so I told you.
Why didn't you just cut him out completely?
Well, but here's my other problem. So I go to JD. I go, listen, Scott's not available. Can you do Chicago and Arizona? And he goes, well, you know, he's like, we got to renegotiate. I'm like, renegotiate what?
I never said renegotiate. He did. But
you've said it at other times.
Well,
you shook me down. Let's be honest.
I'm going to San Francisco.
God. Imagine getting shaken down by
this
the
guy comes up to me one day.
I'm not shaking him down.
Okay. Let's talk. One day he comes up. One day he comes up to me and goes,
it's negotiating. It's not shaking down.
Yeah, fuck you.
As a Jew, I guess it's shaking down. But...
Yeah, let me tell you how you negotiate. Let me explain to everybody how Scott negotiates. He comes up to me and goes, so, yeah, I just don't think scheduling-wise I'll be able to do a lot of these shows. It's just not going to work out.
He's the guy who wanted extra money.
He's the reason I started this fucking tour. I swear. I swear to you. I'm not lying.
Right. He started in with you.
So he says, well, just scheduling-wise, it's a lot of flying. I don't know. I said, okay, fine.
What else does he have to do?
Nothing. Sit behind bowlers on ESPN.
Right.
That's it.
That was his big excitement.
So I come to him the next day. I go, Scott, are you sure you're out or are you in? And he goes, well, if there was just more money. Now all of a sudden,
now it's about money.
You didn't say that.
For Chicago? I never
for
said
everything.
That.
You said for the whole pack. You said, well, if I could just, if there's just more money there, then it wouldn't be a problem being out. Yeah, so do I, and I can't because I'm paying you guys an arm and a fucking leg.
Well, who the fuck do you think is coming there because of our guys? They're not going to see you.
Oh, you think so? They're coming to see you with a fucking cell phone on your lap like a jerk off?
Try doing the show without Ronnie or me.
I've been doing shows without Ronnie and you.
So go ahead.
And Ronnie, and in all fairness,
he put it together for you.
And in all fairness, I'm scared that you're going to fucking walk away from the block party show.
Why am I being busted
because I'm
being busted because you busted his balls. I remember you busted his balls.
No, I didn't bust his balls.
You were like, can I get some money? And then you get angry when everyone's making appearances and you're not involved.
His balls.
Don't include him. Take him out.
And then JD's like, I want to renegotiate. And I go, JD, you know the comic you introduced this weekend that you loved? I mean, JD said he's one of the greatest comics he's seen. I'm like, you've made 10 times more than him. Like,
oh my goodness.
I thought these guys need money. Why wouldn't you go? You got nothing else.
I understand that he doesn't like to travel. I get it. Fine.
Yeah, but come on, make some dough.
I did not ask to be a part. Shuli asked me to fill in for Ronnie.
All right, but now you got a shot. People liked you. You went over big.
But I'm not good at. None
of them. Scott's worse than you.
It's not my thing, and
But don't you want the extra money? Wow, like Rockefeller.
No, that's not. Shut up. No, it's not. I'm not Rockefeller.
Bank some money, dude.
But it's not.
It's not my thing. It's such easy money, Joe.
It's not your thing. You don't have to do anything.
You really?
Yeah. Yes, you do. You still have to do stuff.
You just stand there, and people just go crazy when they see you.
Howard, I told him just be a traffic cop up there. Have like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, of whatever you. And he did great. He came up with bits himself. He came up with suggestions. He was in control as a host. He was great.
This is the laziest DJ I've ever seen in my entire life.
Go make some dough. This is what it's about.
But it's not I'm not a performer, and I'm not comfortable doing it. And I'm not comfortable doing it, and that's really it.
If you're looking for comfort all the time in life, you're never going to get anywhere.
Scott's the guy. He was always walking around here, sad sack. Everybody makes appearances. I don't get anything. Nobody asks me. No one invites me to the party. Then you fucking invite him, and then he's renegotiating. I don't never get invited.
I'm just like, what's going on? Like,
why? So get away from these guys.
I took a Greyhound bus one New Year's from Vegas to Colorado to do a fucking $100 show.
So when he starts complaining that I'm never included, say, fuck you, I'm not including you in anything.
You know what?
Take him off the bill.
At this point, it's like I have myself, John Toll, Mad Dog, and the three of us amazing comics. Ronnie. Now, Ronnie could be the only one who could pull diva shit right now, and I would understand it. He's got TV deals, he's got, cologne deals, whatever he's got. He's fine. He's fine.
He's not your problem.
Ronnie loves to be around fans. He loves to fucking be out on the weekend.
Right,
the travel bothers him a little bit, and I understand that. He's old. But other than that, he's having a blast. And I don't care what you tell me, JD, you had a great fucking time this weekend.
It was fine. But
you didn't look uncomfortable, laughing and having a blast after the show.
Well, yeah, I was glad the shows were over. I was done. I didn't do anything.
That's the other thing. You cannot compliment. He will not take a compliment. I go, JD, you really were great up there for a show. He goes, well, there's 2 more left. And I go, well, I said, JD.
You gotta stay focused,
You're a great human being.
But Scott, why would you go? I heard you were like watching the professional bowling tournament all weekend because you were on TV. And by the way, talk about a black cloud. Every bowler that bowled on the lane where Scott was behind him lost.
Oh, wow.
Well,
do you know that?
There was only 3 bowlers with me. I mean,
but every bowler,
one of the guys finished like in the top 20.
Every bowler on TV that you were sitting behind lost.
No, well, the guy won. Obviously, one of them had to win.
There you are.
The best is the guy sitting behind Scott.
He won. Pete Weber won.
I don't know.
So how can you make a statement?
Someone told me they heard that whenever a bowler came up in front of you.
Yes, it is.
Obviously.
Pete Weber sat on the other side whenever he wasn't bowling. Right. All the other bowlers sat right in front of you.
Oh, you're talking about sitting in front of me.
Yeah.
Well, there was a lot of people around me. I mean, I wasn't the only one there. You know,
you think somebody else has your black cloud?
Nobody has. That's
Someone
ridiculous.
told me you were yelling at the snack bar server.
I heard about
you
that.
got into an altercation.
This isn't a real taco.
Right.
What were you fighting about?
I wasn't fighting. I just went in there with plenty of time, I thought, to eat dinner before I had to be at a meeting.
There's always a problem with his
Every time. So I ordered a hamburger, which was supposed to be quick, and 20 minutes later, it still wasn't ready. And I went up politely, and I handed him my receipt. I said, do you know when this order is coming out? And he said a few minutes, and then I kept waiting and waiting, and finally I went up to him and said, do you have any idea when this order is coming out? I have to go to a meeting.
Yeah.
You know, I got a little. I wasn't fighting.
I have a meeting with the 8th frame.
Yeah, I had to be at a meeting.
What meeting? Who did you have?
The PBA. They need you to be at roll call before your bowl.
I'm having a meeting.
Bowl roll call.
Push my PBA meeting back 10 minutes. I'm waiting for my snacks.
Hold the meeting. I need a burger.
This poor fucking kid's working at a snack bar in a bowling alley.
I wasn't a kid.
Please, my meeting.
Even more pathetic. When a kid and you're yelling at him about a
I wasn't
burger.
a kid.
Yeah, we'd love to hear that meeting.
You call this a tomato?
The meeting, all of the meeting is just they explain the rules and they make sure you're there, and that's the meeting.
I specifically asked for iceberg lettuce.
Bowling is the only sport that you can eat a hamburger before playing.
That's right.
You know? It would be a full stomach.
I like how they have to explain.
I needed some protein.
Yeah.
I like that they have to explain the rules of bowling to these guys.
He's only hasn't been bowling
what
enough.
What the fuck has changed?
We had a meeting about the rules.
Okay, there's still 10 pins, right?
Any other rules?
They're not thinking of taking away a pin, are they?
I'm late for my rule meeting.
Is it true you lost to like a 13-year-old?
Well, there was a few 14 and 15-year-olds there.
But they bowled like they were 20.
Damn kids.
I have to get ready for my big bowling match against a 13-year-old.
But I took out the fetus.
Played four Scott versus a fetus.
I didn't bowl with him directly. He was in the tournament, though.
JD, you should go do these gigs, dude. I don't know what they're paying you, but according to Shirley,
it was a very good money. You know,
you don't need money.
No, listen, it's not.
Get out of that shithole you're living in. How many of these dates could you book a year? Like maybe 6 or 7 for him, right?
You want to hear something? I got a guy who contacted me who wants to book a weekend in 2013 in Montego Bay in Jamaica.
Oh, my goodness.
What does it pay?
A Ronnie Mund.
Is there dinner?
A Ronnie Mund weekend in Jamaica.
Oh, my God.
Wants to do
Wow.
a whole inclusive thing for fans come out for all 3 days.
Yeah.
And this is the phone calls I get day and night. Like, this thing is running on all cylinders right now.
So why wouldn't JD get in on this?
It's not my thing.
But you know what? Sitting here ain't my thing, but they pay me.
Well, I'm sorry.
I would like to be anywhere else.
It's called a job. It's not supposed to be comfortable.
But I have a job. This is my job.
But JD, I could understand if you did this weekend and you sucked and it was fucking terrible and you bombed.
Well, you know what? Don't convince him.
You didn't do any of those. You were really good, and he came out to standing ovations.
You mean all he has to do is stand there? Let me understand the job. He goes,
right.
Hi, everybody. I'm JD Hammer. Hey, by the way, we just got here in Baltimore, and I got to tell you, man, we're having a great time. And tonight we're gonna have Shuli and this other idiot and this other douchebag, and we're gonna entertain you. And it's gonna be great fun. Any questions for anybody? Hey, JD, why are you such a fucking dick? Hey, whatever. Okay, here's Shuli. That's it.
That's it.
Oh my God.
That's it.
Whatever.
That's too much.
Yeah, you actually.
I did too much work.
You actually did a lot more.
Right.
But JD opened the show. He opened the show by.
What did you say when you opened the show? Let me hear what you did.
You know how?
Were you there?
Go ahead.
LL Cool J read a prayer, did a prayer for Whitney Houston before the Grammy, so that's what I did. The LL Cool J Whitney Houston prayer
to open the show.
Cool. To open the show,
and I thought it was really smart and funny. And then he has a joke about Scott right after the.
What did you say about Scott?
Will Murray gave me this joke. He said, "How How is Whitney Houston dead and Scott Salem still alive? The most important question, actually, is how is Whitney Houston dead and Scott Salem still alive? Okay, you have to do one more song because I'm not the. We don't want to kill the man, for Christ's sake.
And that killed.
There you go.
And then after that, you bring up a comic.
What the fuck? I don't get you guys.
He felt really uncomfortable.
It's like handing you money for doing nothing.
And then at one point he read...
Okay, get someone else. It's fine.
At one point he read Winter.
And by the way, you do less than JD.
That's right.
And you're negotiating with...
I do
I thought you were the guy
nothing.
every minute. I need money.
Oh, yeah. You should see this guy.
No one pays me.
The only time this guy comes to life is if there's not a cord long enough for him to sit his ass on stage while the fucking show's going on.
That's right.
Well, we got a problem. He's running around. And again, the meet and greet's about to start. I tell Scott, I go, get your food before the meet and greet.
Come on, you know.
Well, no, I'm going to say it.
I got a story about the meet and greet, too. Go ahead.
So he orders his food in typical Scott fashion.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting their food all around the place. Scott's is taking an hour.
Why? What does he order?
He just ordered a burger.
Right.
But it's Scott. That's his luck. We went out to eat.
You mean everybody got their food but you?
Apparently.
So you have no fucking luck.
As soon as the waitress brings it over to me, Bruno, the guy we work with, came in and he goes, meet and greet's open.
Yeah, starting. And I've gone to restaurants with him after a show. We all ordered food. His is the only one that's ice cold. I'm not lying.
Wow.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
And for the later show, there was another meet and greet. And he stayed for like 5 minutes and left.
No, I didn't.
I said, yes, you did. Scott, we were there 10 minutes.
No.
Okay.
Scott, you said to me before the meeting, you go, the parking garage I'm in closes at 1:50. Closes at 1:30.
Yeah.
I'm out of here at 1:15.
Everything's your problem.
Howard, I swear to God, I'm
like-
a fucking headliner of this show. And every 2 seconds, there's another fucking thing I got to deal with.
Right.
Every 2
They're
seconds.
coming to you to traffic cop and
You understand it
do
when it's
logistics.
Beetlejuice with you, but not these guys.
Exactly.
They should be,
You know.
everything's your problem.
By the way, Shuli, my parking lot closes at 1:15.
I didn't say one thing to you the whole weekend. I don't get it.
Why is it Shuli's problem with the car?
I didn't say it was a problem. I said
so. Why can't
I was in the meet and greet for 45 minutes.
Shuli
I don't know what the fuck
you
you're
were
talking
not there
about.
45 minutes, Scott.
So
You were not.
So Shuli sets
I
up
was there
this
the whole time.
Shuli sets up this whole fucking thing for you, and now you're bailing out on him.
Yeah,
I'm not bailing out. It's one weekend.
2 weekends.
It's one weekend.
I thought it was 2 gigs.
It's the same weekend.
I'm dying to know what this commitment is.
Yeah, what's your commitment?
That it takes 2 days.
I guarantee it's something to do with bowling or
It's
some
no
dumb
bowling.
shit
It's
thing.
no bowling. So
What is the
I'm not
commitment?
bailing on anything. We're going to San Francisco and Sacramento in April.
Right.
Well, we'll see. I don't know. Maybe a commitment will come up then, and you won't be able to do that then.
I said I was going to that.
You never. When we brought up this schedule, you never said, "Oh, I may have a commitment that weekend, and I might not be able to go." You never said that.
I said that
as
from
we
the
got
day
closer.
you told me.
You started bitching about the trip. Well,
No,
then first we got to fly
what's
to
your big
Chicago,
commitment?
then
Let's hear it.
Arizona.
I have family obligations to
Bullshit.
take care of.
Bullshit. I smell bullshit.
No, there's no bullshit.
Yeah.
No bullshit. So I'm not.
You can't go like some other time. You can't say to your family another time. This is something that has to be done.
Like
that
you can't
weekend.
say I have to work because it's not like you're coming home empty-handed. You're going to come home with money.
No, I got it. I get it. And
He
really,
doesn't need money.
The money. No, the money is nice to have, and I'm a little bummed that I can't do it.
Right.
It's not. Believe me, the money. I like the money, of course.
What's the commitment?
It's a family wedding that I'm going to. So
Wedding.
The wedding came up 3 weeks ago.
We're all snowboarding in Aspen.
all of a sudden, I'm invited to a wedding. No,
Yeah.
I believe me. I want to go with these guys. I have a good time. We had a great time this weekend.
Dude,
the show's
how does the wedding only come up 3 weeks before
It
the
wasn't
gig?
3 weeks. I told him originally when he told me the date, I probably won't be able to do that.
Is that true?
I don't remember. All I remember
I'm
is him
telling
coming
you.
to me and saying, the first time he came to me and said, the flying, it might be a bit of a problem. And then the very next day, I said, so what's the deal? Are you in or you out? Well, if there was just more money. It was just
Somehow the wedding would disappear.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm just like, what the fuck? This is
sorry,
shaking
dude.
me down.
Yeah. So what'd you do? Did you give in to him?
Well, I fucking got pissed, man. I
Did you
walked
give in
up.
to his demands?
No, I
he's
just said
not
Scott.
going.
No.
I go, Scott. I said. Well,
So in other words, he can get out of the family commitment if
Yeah,
it was just
absolutely.
more money.
No.
Scott, if I fucking wrote a number down right now and showed it to you and said, this is what you're making for Chicago, you on the air, you'd call up your family and tell them to go fuck themselves and come and do this show. So don't bullshit me.
No, it's not that at all.
Everybody has a price.
Right.
He doesn't get it. Like, there's no headliner that does this kind of money split with people on the show.
Well.
And I got no problem doing it because, like I said, we're helping each other out.
Right.
But you got to get to a point where you got to realize, look, to get to the level where we all can make better money, you got to do the fucking shows.
Right. Yeah, you got to be consistent.
Right.
So who else you got around here? Throw Scott off the bill and
You can't get
Ronnie.
JD.
JD you can't get. Evidently,
we should do Stern Show's Got Talent, and me and you should judge the staff and see who's going to be added to the
I don't care if any of you go out on the road.
I don't care either.
Yeah, I just like hearing all these stories. All right, well, anyway, there you have it. Shuli, Scott the engineer, and JD.
Yeah.
So, JD, you're out. You're not doing it.
I'm not opposed to doing other shows. I just don't. I don't like doing so many. I like.
It's one weekend a month. One weekend a month.
Just that sentence is good enough.
With the Killers of Comedy, we were out 3 weekends a month. 3 weeks out of a month, we were on the road.
Right.
This is one weekend a month.
Right. And what do? You sit home all weekend.
Yeah, well, that's what I do. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, no, I'm saying.
I do stuff here and there.
You get out and be with some dudes and maybe meet some chicks.
Yeah, we saw what happened this past weekend.
Well, that was a fiasco. He lined it all up.
He came to me like 2 weeks before the show. And he's like,
What did he say? What did he say?
No, he's just like, I need the hotel information. I need to know what hotel we're staying at. I'm like,
why? Because he had that gig set up with the chick in the room.
Right. I'm like, so
I need to get.
So I felt bad that he.
I can't tell you why, but I need my hotel. You thought you were going to be banging at that hotel.
I didn't listen with my with my low with my thoughts. I don't expect anything to happen.
All right, maybe we will renegotiate.
with my low.
What did he really want to say?
I don't know. With my low
expectations or whatever.
Whatever. Why did you need to know the hotel like 2 weeks ahead of time? Like, what were you telling her?
She stayed with the friend at the hotel.
Oh, so you got her at the same hotel?
Yes.
Oh, fuck. You were really...
He had it all planned perfectly.
Until the dude showed up.
And then the next morning, we're walking out to leave, and they're like apart from each other. It's not like they're walking hand in hand or anything. And I'm like, wow, he had that chick up. I go, look at this motherfucker. His first weekend with us.
Right.
He's fucking got chicks. He's got a suite. He's got, look at him. Good for him.
Right.
Walk up to him like, you close that deal, huh? Oh, not exactly. She brought a friend there in my room till 5 in the morning. I'm just like, oh, Jesus.
Oh, poor guy. No, and every minute he was like, what? He didn't care about anything.
He got into a panic.
How many steps away from my room?
How far is the hotel from where she is?
Could you make it like an adjacent room where you have a little door passes through?
Silly, what room am I in? I got to tell her immediately.
Is that room service?
You had it all fucking lined up, dude.
He did, man.
He was so excited. See, now that's why he's not willing
I guarantee you
to do other gigs.
Dude.
This one worked out badly for for him.
I guarantee you. That has nothing to do with
it.
Dude,
you could get something lined up.
No, I know.
Set your sights quite that high.
No,
Was the chick really hot?
She was, yeah. She was really hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, I know. I'm not a performer. I'm not
Was she a 10?
She's up there.
Oh, yeah. She was like between 8 to 10, no doubt.
So why don't you get a 6 and with a slam dunk?
That's not what happened. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I was on stage.
Bring a 10 to the hotel. Bring a 6. Have a good weekend.
Well, I guarantee you come to Chicago, Arizona, I'll have fucking a total of 28 for you. How about that?
That's right. You'll get a 28.
Yeah, 2 10s
and
an
50
8.
of them. I don't know. Schuler, what hotel am I in? I just need the hotel information.
Oh, my God. This is so funny.
So what happened? As soon as Shuli got the hotel, you gave her the information, and then she hooked up a room there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Keep this on the DL.
This is going to be good.
They're talking about renegotiating. You should see this show in the lobby of a
surely,
hotel.
first of all, you're not talking. Go ahead.
What?
I'm sorry.
What?
No, he's talking about renegotiation. I'm like,
That's the word you use, though.
I'm fucking around when I said renegotiating. Okay.
You said you don't like to travel, you don't like to leave your house, and if you're going to do that, then you want to renegotiate.
No, I said I to travel. Forget it. I give up. I give up talking.
You give up.
Can I go,
you
please?
Give up talking. You can't give up on talking.
Then I really can't use you on the show.
I give up talking. You can't give. Don't give up on talking, JD.
I talk way too much today.
What was the question?
Nothing.
He said he never used the word renegotiate. But everything else I said, I was accurate about.
Right.
So I take it back.
It's breaking my heart that you had to get like you were bugging Shuli for the hotel.
I wasn't bugging him. I just asked,
And then he got the chick lined up at the hotel.
He wasn't a pain in the ass like this guy. Like every 2 seconds.
Scott, the engineer.
Oh, I'm like, so we're gonna do. We're gonna do this weekend in Chicago, in Seattle, and Portland. Like this is 3 months away. I tell him. And 2 weeks later, Scott. So I'm looking online. There's only one flight coming back. I go, Scott. This has nothing to do with you.
Right.
It has nothing to do. Don't worry. People know when we need to get back. They know when we need to leave. It'll be taken care of.
Oh.
You know, just the other day. Flights are very cheap right now. If you want to get the tickets, get them now. For
just trying to help out.
So fucking annoying.
No, that's not annoying.
I'm trying to help out.
I'm trying to help out.
Show up for the date.
Yeah, do the show.
You see, in other words, Shuli has booked this whole thing around you guys.
Around Scott, mainly.
No, but he's booked this thing, and now it falls on his head when you guys can't show up. It's like all his headache. That's what he's saying. He's saying, hey, we're all in this together. Everybody wants to make money. You guys got to step up to the plate and take on some responsibility.
Be there.
Poor fucking guy's going to have a nervous breakdown.
Listen.
Right, Shuli? Do I have
you have no idea.
Ronnie had a commitment
on.
with you this past weekend that he had to take care of.
All right.
Okay?
That comes
I have
first.
no problem with Ronnie.
And that is the door opening for them all
Absolutely.
to become
Absolutely.
a pain in the ass.
So Ronnie's not going. I'm not going.
I don't want to be a pain in the ass.
I'll have commitments too.
Right, yeah. Now Scott can't be left out.
I like how Scott goes, I don't want to be in pain in the ass. You know no other way. Let's be honest.
The sentence, I don't want to be a pain in the ass coming out of your mouth.
Don't ever say it again.
He doesn't see it, though.
No, he's the last to see it.
Right.
Every time.
I'm not a pain in the ass. Where's my plane ticket? I have to leave the parking garage.
I'm sitting there calling my DJ's hotel
I'm not available.
to come down to the lobby. I'm watching my DJ step off an elevator with a plastic shopping bag with his DJ equipment in it.
Right.
He was tying his shoe and testing the equipment at the same time.
That's called talent, buddy.
Well, I don't know when everyone became a Rockefeller.
A diva.
I can tell you one thing: the fans are loving the show. The comics on it are great. The audience turnout has been great.
So what are you going to do now? You don't have JD.
Yeah, your bill is falling apart.
I mean, it's
Ronnie's block party. There's no Ronnie,
it's
no
just
Scott,
be
no
me
JD.
and Ronnie. That's it.
Oh, it is Ronnie. All right.
Yeah, no,
Ronnie will come back.
Ronnie's been in from day one.
Ronnie loves it.
He does, and he's great at it. He's amazing at it. I think all three of them would be fucking great, but then I'm coming home with no money.
Right. Poor you.
I'm in the middle of moving. My kid's gonna be 2. I feel like my heart's gonna explode any fucking day. I walk when I get off the 2 trains and the bus that I gotta fucking take home. I walk by a cemetery, and first thought is, these lucky motherfuckers.
Right.
That's my first thought. You have no idea how lucky you are.
Know that feeling.
And then my second thought is, why isn't Scott fucking in that cemetery? Fucking waste of a human being.
Just fucking relentless, man. Just
I am.
fucking relentless.
I am.
Listen, you don't like me at the shows, fine. Book him all the time. Take Ronnie. If you feel so strongly about me being dead, then prove to me that you are alive.
Scott, you know what it is? Scott, you have a worker mentality. You're finally in business with somebody where you guys could all be in business together.
I know this.
So you gotta say to your family, look, I got commitments with Shuli. I'm doing this to make extra money. We're in a business together. No, you're like, I'll pick and choose.
I'm not picking and choosing.
This fucking guy.
I could understand.
This is the only one that
I could understand.
I've done every other one, and I'm committed to the other one.
And Scott, I can understand if I said, look, there's a risk maybe on a weekend with a high overrate where we come back with nothing. Then I can tell you, say, no, look, I don't want to come back with nothing.
No, I know.
But there's a minimum that's still fucking. Anybody in that fucking back office would shove the next person over to get that minimum. Trust me.
I got you. I understand. And believe me,
then why is there a question?
I give up.
Ronnie
He's going to pile on.
Go ahead.
Fucking.
What do you want to say, Ronnie?
Hold on. I didn't even know what was going on. This has been going on for 40 minutes, I heard.
Right. Sorry to wake you.
Where the fuck were you?
I was talking to Chuck Zito.
What are you guys doing a show now?
Bruce Willis?
Yeah. Scott has he has major issues.
Here we go.
Like if we make fun of him,
right?
He goes to me. Why do you have to get on me all the time? I go, that's you. That's what you're all about. That's why you're there.
Well, he's like.
So he doesn't like the show.
He doesn't. I don't know what he likes. I don't even. I think the only thing he likes is the money.
We all bust each other's.
But
balls.
now he's.
I like doing the shows.
All right, listen, guys.
I don't think he likes doing the shows.
Right.
He wants more money to do less.
No, that's
and
not.
what does he do during the show?
Nothing.
Shirley?
Okay, so you know what, Scott?
Wait, tell me about the picture that was up on Twitter this week. From the show. Did you see that picture?
Yeah, he was sleeping during.
He was sitting
show.
on the stage. It looked like he was fast asleep.
I wasn't sleeping. Okay.
He's like Biden at a State of the Union address.
Right.
So Scott comes up. His idea. The show starts with the house lights being dimmed. Let's get this party started. Which Scott has yet to start any fucking party ever
in his whole life.
Right. That starts, and he starts running through the audience, which I love. I love the fact that he's comfortable enough to fucking run through the audience, and we all laugh at him because it looks ridiculous. And then he gets on stage. The crowd's excited. He introduces either Ronnie or JD, whoever's doing the show with him.
When he comes out, though, does he dance with people?
No.
He'll high five people.
No, he dances through the crowd. And Shuli sits there and he cries. Yeah. He's laughing so hard.
It's funny.
So your thing is dancing. Oh, there he is. There he is.
If you
Oh, I see. Yeah, that is funny.
Yeah.
Oh,
Howard,
jumping.
I'm like
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
If you played the audio of the Hindenburg disaster, it would fit perfectly with him dancing through the crowd.
Oh, it's heartbreaking.
It's an experience.
And then he starts talking. He's completely out of breath. He's like, "How's everybody doing?"
Does anybody have an iron lung? Does anybody know CPR?
And then Scott goes, we booked a deal in Toronto,
right?
So he's got to get a passport.
My God!
Because in New York you can get an enhanced license. You don't have to get a passport to go to Toronto.
Yeah.
So it's $40 to get an enhanced license, but it's like $200-something to get a passport.
Oh, that cuts into his.
So
overhead.
he's like, I'm not going to Canada.
So now it's your problem, Scott. You're in business with these guys.
I know.
You agreed to do this.
Yes.
They agreed to do it with you to help you make money and all that.
Yes.
And then as soon as there's a $200 expense, I'm not going.
Meanwhile, it wouldn't have been $200.
You don't see the problem in that?
But also, they want to do this deal in Montego Bay. You're going to have a passport.
Well, and not only that,
I'm going to get a passport.
It'll be $200, Robin.
The Toronto gig, we told him about passports how many months ago?
Oh, that was back in September.
Yeah, and then he springs it on you. He's not going. And then
I didn't say it wasn't
he's represented to these
No,
people.
you said you weren't going. You said you weren't getting a passport. You weren't spending $200-something. So move to New York. You'll be able to get an enhanced license for $40.
I'll get the passport.
Yeah, I mean, Scott.
Oh, now I get a passport.
You're a problem. Surely
he never says anything, Howard.
And JD's coming to Chicago and Arizona with us.
He is?
Yeah, he's going to take his place. He's not going.
Are you going?
You're going.
This is what I get.
You're going.
Thank you, Ronnie.
You're going.
See, that's why I love Ronnie. He knows what's up.
He's going.
There's no debate here.
It's like when Ronnie gets the girls topless. He just tells JD.
No, JD's he's doing me, we had a talk. We did.
We had no talk.
See? Don't do it.
No, we did.
You're having a talk now.
We had a talk.
He's been talking to Chuck Zito.
I have Chuck come in and talk. How's that?
Now you're going.
Now you're going.
Thanks.
I think this is the talk. Yeah.
No, I talked to him yesterday, and he said, "I'm not going." I said, "Yeah, you're going. Don't worry about it. You'll do it." He wasn't going to do hard for me and Stanford, but he did it.
Yeah. Well,
So
meanwhile, he
he's
made
gonna
himself a nice bunch of money,
Yeah,
right?
he's going to have a
Yes,
and
I did. I thought it was going to be like, one-time thing. And now,
now you can blame it on Scott.
right.
I mean,
Well,
I had to go with Howard because that's my job, okay? And without Howard, there's no block party.
Martin, you're on the air.
Right?
Let me find out what Martin says he's been to the block party.
Okay.
Yes, Martin.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, Scott, you cannot possibly be so deluded to believe that you are the top bill above Shuli.
I didn't.
I'm telling you right now that the reason why this block party exists is because of Ronnie and Shuli. You do nothing. You're a lump. You're the train wreck that people come to witness.
Did Scott do anything at the block party you were at?
And where do you work?
He does. I'm the manager of a web development team.
Which show did you go to, sir?
I went to the Seattle show, and it was
Oh, yeah, you had a good time at that one. That was a blast.
It was awesome. Ronnie is great. Shuli's great. Scott is a lump. He does nothing.
But and that being said, Howard, like you said it one day that you're fascinated by him doing nothing.
Again, I'll say,
and I'm fascinated at that. As angry as it makes me that I have to pay this fucking guy at the end of the night, it's fascinating to me.
Hey, if you're so angry and you want me dead and you get you mad to pay me, then
I don't have to kick you off the show.
I don't have to do the show.
You quit every other weekend.
I don't have to do the show.
You quit the show all the time?
I don't quit the show. He vehemently says.
And then when he's off the show, he'll be like, nobody gives me any money.
He keeps saying that I do nothing,
all right.
and he's annoyed that he has to pay me. So I won't do him anymore.
All right, I got to get
you're so full of shit. You know you're not quitting.
Now he's going to go and lock the door in his studio and stew.
And what are you always getting on me for? That's what I'll hear later.
And then you come in there and you go, Scott, what are you pissed off? Oh, I was just kidding around.
Scott, it's just a pain in the ass to have to deal with a guy like you. Like, just be grateful you're there.
I am grateful.
And show up for the fucking dates. And you're part of a team. You agreed to this. Just do it. Stop fucking around with these guys.
Be a professional.
Oh, I wish I didn't have to buy a passport.
Well, fucking join the real world. We all wish we don't have to pay money for anything.
Right.
But guess
Come on,
what?
Scott, be a team player, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
We got some big stuff coming up.
Yeah.
When you fucking hamburger, put it aside and shake people's hands.
I did. I didn't eat it. Okay.
My hamburger.
One day there's gonna everybody's
I miss
picture,
you, hamburger.
Everybody's meet and greet picture with Scott's gonna have like chicken finger sauce on their shoulder from him taking pictures with
a hamburger.
He always orders something messy too.
I was at the bowling alley. I had a meeting coming up, and I said to the young man, "My burger hasn't been here for 40 minutes."
No idea what you're dealing with.
He was all worried about Friday night was the Hartford show, and he was also doing the bowling.
Right.
And he was afraid if he made the finals,
right.
He was trying to figure out how he was gonna
make the finals.
Yeah, how he was gonna bowl and go to Hartford at the same time.
I told you from the beginning there was no way I was going to be able to make the finals.
The finals. He's worried about it.
What if I
bowled like shit anyway?
I can't even beat a 13-year-old. How am I going to make the finals?
What if Angelina Jolie wants to give me a blowjob? What am I going to do?
Yeah, why worry about it?
I wasn't worried about it.
He's worried about the finals.
He's busting your chops.
Yeah.
Hey, Howard,
you're always busting my chops. When I do it to you,
Martin.
it's like, why you always get on me?
Howard, can I ask Shuli a quick question?
Yeah.
Hey, Shuli, if you were given a couple hours on Thursday morning to do the Miserable Men show again, would you do it?
Yeah, I do whatever they ask.
He does.
Me to
He's
do
a team
here.
player.
Yeah.
This fucking guy, he does everything. He's around here.
I've weighed shit in a bag from High Pitch Eric and Joey
this
Boots.
is our utility man. Shuli, you don't get any fucking aggravation with.
Is it possible that we could possibly schedule that? I mean, Thursdays it's not light. You've got a lot of good content on there, but it'd be great to have the Miserable Men back.
All right, well,
we're going to meet at the bowling alley and discuss this.
After our hamburgers.
I can't do
After
it.
the PBA meeting.
Hey, you know what, Martin? I'm having a good feeling about you. I like you because you go out, you support the show, you support
Martin's
these guys.
a huge fan.
Martin's a huge fan.
And I mean that literally. He's like 500
Oh, but
pounds.
he's in Seattle. I was gonna give him tickets to that Bruce Springsteen show.
Oh.
Where
he doesn't fly.
He doesn't
Martin.
fly?
No.
Too bad.
Neither do I.
I appreciate it. I really do appreciate
All
it. I wouldn't be able to make it out there, though.
Yeah, right. Okay, Martin. Cool. All right, later.
Thanks, Howard.
Right, bye. Like that guy. All right, I do have to take a break. Boys, Lisa G, thank you. Is Lisa still here?
No.
Oh, she left.
Usually she stands there.
That's never happened before.
Yeah, really? What
chased
happened?
her out?
I don't know. But, boys, I wish you best of luck with your block party, Ronnie's block party. Hope it all works out. JD, may you get the courage to go on stage and make some money.
He's coming, man. He's coming to Chicago and Arizona.
It's the easiest money
He'll
you
be
can
there.
make, son. I'm telling you.
Count on it, people. He'll be there.
I don't like it, though. I'm not comfortable. It's not my thing. What is your thing? Sitting at home?
Yes.
It's not my thing. Meanwhile, you had a chick up to your room. All right, granted, it was a dude with her, but
Yeah, you got
Oh,
close.
I didn't know about
You
that.
got close.
Wow.
he had it all lined up.
With a dude.
Yeah, but he had it all lined up.
I'm telling you.
We don't need to go back.
We didn't know
over
the
this.
dude was coming.
You do a weekend with Ronnie, JD, deals are being closed left and right for you.
All right, boys. Good luck. Thanks. And Shuli, may you not kill yourself.
Thank you, buddy.
Right,
Help me,
all right.
Howard.
We'll
Help
be
me get
back.
on the road by myself.
We'll be
please.
back. I will get to phone calls. I do have a lot to get to. I realize we've been wasting a lot of time on nonsense.
And where's
this
my
morning.
breakfast?
Scott, go get your hamburger. We'll be back right after these words.
Shuli, so much was made about the negative aspects of the block party. Is there any joy in it for you? What are some of the positives?
There's a ton of joy in it. I have a blast. We bust balls, but it is fun when we're on the road and hanging out with each other. It's just all the drama and politics away from that shit. Just the pain in the ass. Like, I don't want to deal with it, you know? It's not my job, as my friend Jose would say.
But it's worth it in the long run. All of the drama, all of the chaos, all of the headaches.
Yeah, I mean, if you got a paycheck from this company, you'd realize it's worth it too. You put up with it, but it absolutely is worth it. It's as far as jobs go, it's it's a pretty cool one to kind of have and be a part of. I think.
Scott,
it's
at
just
the
me.
end, hey, yeah, exactly. But you're the orchestrator. You're the quarterback of this production.
Me?
No, Shuli.
I'm not. I do nothing.
Well, Scott, at the end of one of these long weekends, do you ever do any self-reflection and realize, hey, I'm being a bit of a
I gotta
diva?
work. I gotta work. No, I realize I gotta work with these assholes. That's what. After getting beat up all weekend.
Yeah, you know when he thinks I got to work with these assholes? When I come in with an envelope stuffed with money for him.
Wait a minute.
That's when he
this
thinks.
weekend in Hartford, you gave me the place. I showed up. I didn't even bother you for transportation or anything. I drove myself. I showed up. I got to the gig.
Did I have any complaints about you this weekend in Hartford on the air? Did I complain about anything?
Yeah, you said. I
what?
showed up and I started complaining about the
No, I said that
equipment
you
and
do nothing and that you were like a lamp on a nightstand. And that I meant for like all the shows in general, not just Hartford.
I showed up. I did what I had to do. I didn't fucking bother you this weekend. And I don't know what the fuck you're upset about.
It's frustrating when you listen. When
I didn't ask you for anything this weekend.
No, you haven't. But it's not exactly like you're helping me out every weekend either by backing off shows and.
It's the one weekend. I've done every other one.
Dude, before this weekend, let's be honest.
Have I not done every other show?
Before Chicago and Arizona, were you 100% on Hartford and?
Yes, I was always,
from the start.
I was in.
Now you're lying. Now you're lying. No, you weren't, because you came up to that was.
Oh no, right. When Ronnie said he couldn't do it, then I was like, all right, I got to do this because you need me there.
All right. I mean, if that's the way you want to spin it, that's fine.
Shuli, is Scott misremembering how
I
things?
think he
We've
is.
heard that word
I think
before.
because the Connecticut show was the show in question that he came to me and said, "I'm not going to be able to do it because of prior commitments." And I said, for Hartford and Stamford.
Right.
And I said, okay. And then the next day is when he said, well, if there was just more money, and that's why I was like, wow, it has nothing to do with commitment. He just wants more money.
It's all about the bottom line.
That's why I called it a shakedown.
Okay. I'm still shaking.
Scott, I think the big picture that you're missing, and Shuli, you alluded to this, and actually Howard brought it up as well, is that you have to establish this block party. You have to make it a commodity. Then you start upping the ante a little bit. Then you start upping your appearance. You have to build it up.
We don't have to tell anybody we want more money. More money is coming in. Bigger offers are coming in.
Scott, you don't see it that way.
This Jamaica thing that this guy
Wait,
called
what is
me
this?
about?
What is this Jamaica?
He wants a 3-day weekend in a resort in Jamaica. You'll have a plane ticket for you.
Who fucking wants to go to Jamaica?
Whatever you want, and the money ridiculous.
Fuck Jamaica.
Nowhere near the money we're making right now, and that money's going to go up too.
You want to go to Jamaica with us?
That's if you are a part of things.
Shuli,
Yes,
what do you want?
Bottom line,
Yes.
put in the hard work.
Yeah.
You won't have to chase the money will chase you.
Fucking ain't right, man. Fucking ain't right, brother. Sounds like somebody wants to be on a little bill called The Block Party.
Yeah.
Featuring Greg Carmel.
Yeah, now we're talking.
That's right. Come out, show your abs, talk about how bad you want to bang Robin, but you're never going to.
Do some B-roll.
Couple
What's
crunches.
that? That's like a minute?
Couple crunches
Bring up
on
the first
stage,
comment.
perhaps.
Wind sprints.
I bring this 15-pound machine with me as a prop.
I love it. I love it.
Everybody, we're meeting at Will's house to watch Jason.
Sounds like the block party just quit you, sir.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
On Monday's wrap-up show, we had an incident in the bathroom here. Somebody shit all over the floor. And we talked about who we thought shit. We got the log, haha. And we also had a DNA test. You know, we took some evidence for a DNA test. But the guy who did the DNA test, Lieberman, didn't know what the fuck he was doing because he compromised the evidence by taking the DNA swab and then putting it in, didn't even put it in the container. He fucking walked around showing it to everybody before he closed the container. So that evidence you could have thrown in the fucking toilet with the shit. Check it out.
The big story is the late story, and that's this breaking shit scandal, which, I mean, I was in there and I saw the bathroom, and it's just nasty. I mean, plain nasty. You do not want to be anywhere near this. But if JD, if you're telling me what I think you're telling me, this changes everything. Because I was about to.
No, hold on. Well, Ronnie was in there. I heard Ronnie in the hall. So at 7 a.m. he was in there. It was clean. All right. I did use the bathroom in the number 2 capacity early, actually, Sunday night, because I got here early. And I know it wasn't me because you have no idea how paranoid I am about that sort of situation. And I only do it whenever no one else is here. And I always clean up. I even clean up. You know how many times I've cleaned up people's piss drops from the floor? Just because so it doesn't get back to me for some reason? A lot. So, but yeah, and then I said, yeah, because I took a shit there last night. And so then, you know. And then Brian's like, oh, you just opened up a whole can of worms.
All right, so you went to the bathroom in there last night, Sunday night.
Yes.
But you're also saying that Ronnie claims that the bathroom was clean as of 7 a.m.
7 a.m., yes.
So you took a crap, but you think that crap isn't yours based on the fact that, like, if it was, like, if you do you always check behind you to make sure everything?
I am 99.9% sure it's not me. And well, I
how can you not be 100% sure?
Because that's like the 0.01% of guilt that stands in my mind constantly. 100%.
I respect your honesty and coming forward like this. I think you're in the clear. I think that knowing the bathroom was clean at 7 o'clock absolves you from.
Wait. Why is he? Why?
That's what Ronnie said.
No, we don't. We only know the first time somebody saw it. Somebody could have gone in there and not noticed that it was dirty. So that's what we're working off. But if I could just jump in for a second, we got a DNA guy. I've got some swabs that are in a sealed package. Hopefully what we'll do is, I think there's 6 people we're going to take, starting at 4:20 this morning. I think JD was the first one in there. Ronnie, it's JD, Ronnie, it's Greg, it's Doug, it's Tim, and Benji. Those are the 6 people. We'll come up, we'll do a cheek swab. I'll put them in separate envelopes. We'll send it all out. And as long as it takes a lab to do it, that's when we'll get results.
Gary, if it was you, since you're not one of the ones on the list, would you come clean at this point?
Okay, here's what I think is going to happen. This is how I think it's going to go down. This is my guess. I think that we're going to take the cheek swabs and send them out. Now it's going to get real. Somebody is going to try to get Howard's ear. And by the way, new rules around here. Everybody's got to come through me. But somebody's going to try to get Howard's ear. Maybe somebody high up in management, who knows, says, listen, you know what? It possibly could have been me. This would be very embarrassing to me and the company, and I'd rather not deal with this on the air.
So you think the test high up in management kind of narrows the field there, Gary?
Well, JD is the manager of his particular area.
That's true.
You think it could be squashed, the test results?
I think that if somebody were to explain to Howard how embarrassing it would be for them as a member of this company, Howard might feel Howard wouldn't want to not do it on the air, but I think he might feel so bad for that particular person.
Now, I think what we've heard so far, all circumstantial, by the way, but the finger is pointing to 2 people. Benji, you're one of them, and Tim Sabian is the other.
I would be happy for anyone to check my.
I don't understand. Okay, if you knew something was 100%,
because that kind of stuff is not from you. No way you can totally clean from.
Let me ask you a question, Benji.
Okay.
If you are 100% innocent and you know you didn't do it,
yes,
why wouldn't you swear on the life of anybody?
I've said that a million times. I think it's wrong. I don't know. My mom instilled me it's wrong to swear on someone's life.
Why?
She felt it wrong, and I get it. So I
But if
feel
you're
sort of
telling the truth,
exploiting because I feel it's sort of exploiting. And I've done it before, but every time I say I'm not going to do it anymore. So I finally took a stand this time.
I tell you, I've always been shocked. Stuttering John used to get people, and he would always. If he wasn't sure if they were lying or not, he would always make them swear on the life of their mother. I cannot believe how many people buy into that bullshit.
Yeah.
They would like hang up there and go, okay, you caught me. I would be like, it's fucking meaningless.
Well, all right.
It's like buying into voodoo.
John, will you swear on people's life? Will you swear on your kid's life?
If I knew that I was 100% innocent of something I was being accused of?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Really, you don't. All right. To me, there's something I don't know. There's something that seems
But
wrong about it.
if there's no way that you're guilty and you know that 100%,
no, it's not that. It seems,
how does swearing on their life affect them?
Well, I'll tell you what. Even if you are guilty, swearing on your life doesn't affect them. It's not like hold up, you got him.
That's the point I'm making.
No. But I think there's something inherent. I don't know. Maybe it's one of those weird things. Like maybe there's no ethics to it, but it just seems a little bit wrong to me.
By the way, did you see? Benji's
swear on my own life is fine.
Benji wants us to check his rectum. Did you see the idea that Benji pitched this weekend, or did you just pitch it to me?
No, I pitched that.
He wanted to do a clean ass spot check, where without telling anybody, we would just have a porn star pull our pants down, and smell our asses to see if we had clean ass.
No, I thought it was put a Kleenex in our ass.
To see if we got any brown stuff.
That might have helped for today, actually. But so you've got Greg Carmel, who said he went in there and it smelled so bad he had to get out. And didn't see anything. You have Goodstein, who reported it, but that doesn't make him innocent. And then you've got JD, Ronnie, Benji, and Tim. And I don't want to convict anyone, or you're definitely innocent before being proven guilty. But Tim's got a track record here. He's got a lot of splaining to do.
A literal track record.
Yeah, I mean, all signs.
Splat record. They asked me about it for the news, and I said, Tim is from the Midwest, and he's a little bit older than me, and there's a different shitting culture. Like, if you're a hunter, like Tim is a guy who could and has shit in the woods.
Wait a minute.
Like, I couldn't do that.
If you're from the Midwest,
and but Tim's into he's into like hunting and stuff. You know what I mean? And so when you go out to hunt, you shit wherever you can.
But we're not hunting here, Gary.
I'm just saying that I think that a guy like Tim's shitting rules are more relaxed than those of us who may not hunt.
I don't know if I buy that. John Lieberman, you did the swabbing. You've disgusted us all. What's the update?
Wait,
no, we have breaking news
I
right now.
applaud you, by the way, because I did not know who I was going to get to do that.
I've seen dead bodies. I've been at crime scenes. I mean, this is nothing except this is breaking news. We were just back in there. The railing that is on top of the toilet, underneath the railing, was covered with active wet feces underneath the railing.
What is active?
And there were chunks. Let me explain. This is the best DNA sample that we have yet, because on the ground it was a little bit smeared and not a lot. When I tell you I took a swab underneath this railing and ran it across the railing, and we got chunks on here. And now it's been put in plastic bags.
Is that on my desk as well?
And it's sealed up on your desk, marked by tape. We got so many samples that we had to mark it. We have left wall, we have under the railing, we have right wall, we have toilet seat, and we have light switch too.
Let's forget about who did this for a second and just talk about how
there was shit on the light
Hold
switch?
on, Benji.
Yes.
Talk about how this could actually. The light switch is explainable. I get that. Somebody tried to clean it up maybe, and when they went out, they hit it. But you're not talking about a small area here. You're talking about full coverage in a bathroom.
That wall splatter is one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
How could that happen?
That's the kind of our formerly clean, pristine bathroom looks like the inside of a porta potty without a light.
This would have had to have been an explosion of massive proportion. And somebody must have taken their hand, maybe they were trying to wipe or something, and then the railing is almost unexplainable. The railing is, a couple feet above the toilet
Maybe they
bowl.
were holding on so hard when they shit.
I thought somebody may have missed the bowl and it went off to the side, and then they kind of catch themselves, and that's how it gets in other places.
You they exploded off the bowl and they had to grab.
Or maybe they were sitting on the side of the bowl and or tried to get down to the bowl and it came out before they got down.
When we go back to the timestamps, we got to look, because this would have taken a few minutes at least for the explosion, and then you would think that they would try to cover it up somehow.
Based on what I saw, I don't think any cover up was done. I mean, what did they clean?
I would think they probably cleaned the bowl. Look, I don't think the suspect knew that they got it on the wall. They probably cleaned the bowl real fast. They knew people were trying to get into the bathroom, and so they quickly vacated the crime scene.
Garrett, do you have any kind of timeline of? Because sometimes I think you can speculate how long someone till the door opened again.
I don't have that. I know what you're saying. I have when people go in and when the next person comes in, but I don't have when the door. I don't think it doesn't tell you when the door opens because you don't. Need you don't need a key card to leave.
Right. Okay.
So it wouldn't tell you that.
How pissed is Howard about this?
Well, it's disgusting. I mean, I think that there's a large part of him that's pissed, and there's a large part of him that thinks that this is a fucking amazing bit for the radio to find out who shit the wall in our midst.
What are your suspicions early on?
There's a stranger among us. What's that?
I said, what are your early on? What are your suspicions?
Well, again, Tim's had some troubles there, so you want to go to him, but it may be unfair. He seemed pretty adamant about it, and Greg Carmel. I do have to say, he was in there 3 times today. Now, he said that one of those times was like a false alarm. Like he went to go in, open the door, and then he got called out with his camera.
Have any of the suspects, because we've had this happen before, have any of them, previously denied it, then been found to have done it or anything like that? Or verified that they did it?
I don't think we've ever caught anybody.
Well,
we found the pebble.
Right.
And we never found out
Didn't someone admit it once?
I don't think so.
There was an issue with Jared, but I don't think that had anything to do with the bathroom.
And it would be circumstantial, it'd be hard to admit, too, into evidence because of the circumstantial.
We've had some odors that have been pretty, we think we know who did it, but no one ever fessed up to it.
And Tim, since he flatly denied it. He, right to Howard's face, said, I did not shit this morning.
Now, JD said, when you and I were walking in, that he did defecate this morning.
No, not this morning.
Oh, when?
Late, not even late, like 7 o'clock last night.
But was it completely, the difference between diarrhea and solid. Was it solid?
I don't know.
Could it have produced that kind of stuff?
I don't think so. I flushed whenever it was starting to come out.
What he's saying is, without being gross to everyone out there, did you have a solid bowel movement or did you have some issues?
It was fairly solid.
So you didn't have the kind of issues that could have splattered on the wall?
I don't believe so. I didn't stare at it but yeah.
And JD would appear to be ruled out because we did confirm the cleaning crew was last here Friday night. They're not here over the weekend. But, so that would leave open maybe suspects who go in early Monday morning. But nobody between the time that JD went and after that, there were like 15 people in the bathroom, noticed any problem.
Well, JD, is it possible that you could have gone to the bathroom and not noticed what was there?
Like I said, there's that small percentage in my head of guilt that thinks there is, but I'm almost 100% sure it's not me.
But you're worried
that wasn't the question.
I don't think I know. Yeah, I don't remember seeing anything like that.
Is there a chance that you went in, had nothing to do with it, but didn't notice all the stuff that was around, like the crap on the floor and everything else?
I don't think so. I'm usually pretty paranoid about that sort of thing and looking around.
I think JD is so paranoid about something like this.
I just told John Hyde I clean up other people's piss stains on the floor and shit, so it doesn't come back to me.
Richie in Illinois, you're on the wrap-up show.
Yeah, John Lieberman's theory is a little far-fetched. When you flush the toilet, shit comes up out of the fucking toilet onto the railing. So
where does that happen?
It always happens. That's why you're supposed to close the toilet seat when you flush the toilet.
No, but this wasn't trace amounts. This was like a full stream with chunks. That doesn't pop up like that.
Well, it is disgusting, but our toilet does. Whenever you flush it, water comes up onto the rim.
Yeah, but if you look at the angle to where the poop was, it was so far off to the left that it wouldn't have just splattered there. It couldn't have.
If as the door was opening, if the wind was...
Bill, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, now, I got a theory on this. I think it's somebody that's disgruntled. And as far as the railing goes, I think it's, that giggle right there says a lot. Anyway... The railing thing, they probably wiped their ass with the toilet paper and then wiped it on the fucking railing. But I think it's Benji. That's what I think it is.
You know what? All I can say is I didn't defecate in there. I maybe defecated there once since I've been here, once or twice, but I absolutely did not. And I am a tiny bit scared because any kind of test. There's, I'm scared.
Yeah,
like right now, I think John, you're gonna end up doing it because you're like holding the swabs. Like
No. These are clean. These are clean swabs.
I know that you're
bringing
going
them
to
in.
test people with. I think it's going to end up being you.
We had a guy on our show years ago, and he got fired from his job because he urinated all over the toilet seat at work. He was a disgruntled employee, and he pissed all over the toilet seat, and he got caught because no one went in the bathroom but him. So they figured it out.
Ralph Sorella, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Hey, this is so disturbing.
It is, isn't
that
it?
it got all over the place. It's the weirdest thing. What you have to do is don't clean it up. Get a blood splatter expert in there. You know how, like, on Dexter, they can see where they were standing? Like, he was standing here, and then he moved, and he must have turned.
Is there a shit splatter expert?
Yeah, don't clean it up yet. Get somebody. How the fuck does that happen?
Don't know.
It's all over the place. I mean, that's a pretty big bathroom, too. It's not like a little stall.
It looks like somebody was taking a shit and in the middle of it did a handstand and continued to shit. It's everywhere.
Well, I think whoever this is, I kind of like. I think they need help, like really, like serious, like medical attention. You know what I mean?
Ronnie,
Ralph,
apparently,
is someone banging on your door, Ralph?
Apparently, Ronnie,
no, upstairs.
You're on the list of
I know.
suspects.
I know I'm on the list.
So-
Take my DNA right now. I'll bend over. I'll bend over. You don't even know how to do DNA, dude. That's what I came in to tell you.
What?
You're ridiculous. The guy takes DNA and he puts it in a cupcake container and he's walking around with it open, showing it to everybody. That's not what you do. You
So
seal
what's the
it in
right way?
in a
I am not gonna
Ziploc
get it.
bag,
I
and you
did.
mark the evidence. Okay. This idiot's walking around with the.
Have you ever heard of
and he's-
variable DNA testing?
And
It's starting to piss me off.
walking around.
You get
He's walking around with a cupcake container.
Ronnie, really. You get no.
You two are so cute.
We got 8.
Dude,
we got
calm
8.
your jets,
no,
will ya?
because don't criticize my DNA swabbing.
It's horrible,
We get 8 samples. The first one had to be done quickly, right away. That was in that cupcake container.
You don't walk around with it
have,
in an open container.
We didn't have the tools available.
You're killing the
to get-
evidence.
It does not.
You're walking around with an open container, dude.
Ronnie,
watch
the,
CSI.
Ronnie, what's the right way to check for DNA? Since you know.
Well, no, you swab it.
Yeah.
And then you should seal it immediately. Even the vet tells you that when you take your dog shit samples. They tell you to put it in a bag immediately and seal it and put it in the refrigerator.
Which is what we did.
No, you
didn't.
First you were walking
swab,
around holding
the first,
it out in a cupcake
The
thing.
initial swab, when we were still in the air, the initial swab was in there. Realizing that we didn't have to have it done so quickly, I went back with all of the tools, and believe me, there was plenty of
Took you long
samples.
enough, for
There were
God's
plenty of
sakes.
samples to test.
Ronnie, are you innocent?
Yes, totally. Because at 7 o'clock, that bathroom was clean.
So
Therefore making me innocent.
JD, you're off the hook then.
Yeah.
So who do you think?
I'll swear on a stack of Bibles, kids, whatever you want me to swear on.
So who do you're the security guy up here. Who do you think did it?
I'm not saying, man. I'm not committing that. I'm not committing to that shit, man. Forget about it.
The hard thing it's hard to
literally.
rule out anybody because so many people went in multiple times this morning. There were at least 4 or 5 people
right.
that were in
I was
multiple
there
times.
Either 2 or 3 times, I think.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I'm fine.
You didn't take a dump in there.
No, absolutely not. No. Come on, take it right now. I don't care.
And Gary, I mean, accusations are flying all over the place. I know Jason's deeply involved in research and getting. Yeah, he lives for this stuff. But I wonder if eventually someone will just cop to it, and then that'll be that.
That's what I've almost kind of done. Well, not really, but no, forget it.
What?
Nothing. Never mind.
No, what were you going to say?
No, I was just presenting my side of in case I get it. Forget it.
But that's not what John said.
I know. I get
Well,
it.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing. Forget it. Just move on.
Are you saying like your explanation before is sort of
yes? In case it comes back to me, which I'm 99.9% sure it's not.
What I think John
I hate being a fucking guilty asshole.
What John was saying is, do I think somebody who knows they're guilty will come to me and say, you know what, I did it, please stop the presses?
Well, it's very well likely, and I swear on my life I did not defecate it, but it is possible someone that did defecate in there is not aware that happened. They might like
so that could in fact be you.
No way.
No. I know I did not defecate.
Right.
I'm saying someone might defecate, not know the result. Do you think? Because then you're saying they know that they left it all there. Is that what you guys are saying?
Benji,
or they know they had to kind of.
You saw the shot of the bathroom.
I'll tell you
Whoever
what,
did that
I think,
knows that.
You guys are saying it's wet. I think it's the bathroom. I think that stuff is old. I think it's like from last week sometime.
No, it's not last week.
So so what if you shit 3 weeks ago and it belongs to you?
Oh, I didn't. I know I didn't. I know I haven't like.
I think of all the people that use the bathroom around here, someone would have noticed it if it happened a couple weeks ago.
I just got off the phone with the DNA place again. I have an update. Okay, so
results. Wow.
No results. I have an update. So he's calling around. DNA testing poop is a crapshoot. You can get DNA from poop. But it's not always there, and even if it's there, it's not always in enough quantity to be able to do a full DNA test. So what they're going to do first is what's called a viability test, where they take our various samples and they break it down to see, A, if there's if there's any DNA in the sample, and B, if there's enough to be able to pinpoint it to one person.
Great.
So that's where we're at now. He's on the phones with some labs. He said not every lab will do this sort of testing. But
see, the only thing wrong with what Jason just said is if I were guilty,
you got an out.
Not an out. I would wait until I knew that there was a viable test.
Yeah.
Well, I think, Gary, that's your call today. I think if you want to line everybody up and we'll take some swabs and put it in plastic
I'm saying
bags.
it doesn't matter if our samples aren't viable. It doesn't matter whether I swab everybody.
We should have waited. Like Jason should give this information. Someone might have copped to it.
Right. In other words, somebody who might be it's fine.
Okay.
But somebody who might have been feeling guilty might say, "I'm not going to cop to this till I find out whether it's viable." Now, for all intents and purposes, it's viable.
Hey, is there really? This is related. Is there really something in pools that will turn your pee purple if you pee in the pool?
I don't think so.
Okay. Can we find that out too from the DNA guy?
Mike in Maine, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey guys, thanks for having me on. So I'm a PhD in microbiology, and here's how you do it. Everybody has a different type of bacteria in their shit, and so if you can get a sample of the bacteria of the shit on the toilet, and then you take a sample from everyone that was in the bathroom.
What kind of? But Mike, what kind of sample? Do we have to take a saliva sample or a shit sample?
A stool
sample? Shit sample. It's got to be a shit sample from everybody.
Wait, so you're telling me that I have to go to JD and get a stool sample from him?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, the guy didn't mention anything about getting stool samples, but I'll put Lieberman right on that.
You can shove a swab up his ass.
And
That's
everyone
like
you could identify by bacteria?
Yes, because everyone has different bacteria in their bowels. They have different antibiotic-resistant bacteria that are in there. They have different species. There's a different everyone has a different profile.
This matches up to what I was just told on the phone. The only difference, because he mentioned the bacteria as well, the only difference was that he said, the bigger the sample, the better. Sometimes the smaller samples are hard to get bacteria from.
Gary, why are people shitting in the bathroom in the first place? Like, didn't we go down this road where no one's really supposed to shit in there?
We did.
And
people still continue to shit in there. I can't.
We've never officially banned shitting in that room.
It's frowned upon.
Wow.
Chuck in Connecticut, welcome to the wrap-up show.
Hey guys, what's going on? Hey, as soon as you guys figure out who this person is, I think you should have a consequence of either they get fired or something like that, because this is disgusting, number one. Number two, I can't believe anybody would have the disrespect to crap all over the freaking walls. That's just ridiculous. I mean, dude, I work on job sites for a living. Those bathrooms are disgusting, but I've never seen shit splattered everywhere. It doesn't matter. I mean, you eat food truck food, and they don't shit all over the walls. This is disgusting, dude.
Well, especially because we've had so many bathroom incidences recently. I'm paranoid every time I walk into the bathroom. I give that place the 5 over on my way out, and I can't believe that everybody else isn't as paranoid.
On Tuesday's wrap-up show, we continued to talk about what happened in the bathroom and the shocking confession of Tim Sabean. Not shocking because we all kind of knew it was Tim, but shocking that he actually came on air and said he was the one. So there was plenty of speculation as to what should be done, how should Tim be treated. We got to talk about a lot of shit on this show. The big story is one I know we spent a lot of time on it yesterday, but we're going to spend a lot of time on it today. And it's that there was some justice that prevailed today. Howard put it all on the line. He said, you know what? I'm going to find out who this person is, and they're going to get fired. And I think that was a big wake-up call for a lot of people. He also made a point to say that if it's somebody who comes to them on the side and says, hey, I want to kind of keep this off the air, he's not going to do that. He's going to fire them unless they took the amnesty plea. And there were a lot of suspects, and suspicions were flying. We will get some of the suspects down here because a lot of people felt they were being presumed guilty before being proven innocent. But sure enough, after quite a few minutes, Tim Sabean came in and admitted to what he did. Actually, you know what, Al? I gave you that clip. Can you play that clip? This is Tim confessing after a thorough investigation.
If it's you, just tell me.
Okay, I shit. Okay, we all happy now?
Now let me ask you something.
No, I gotta go.
No, but what? Okay, so you admit you did it, but why all over the wall? And
No,
all
I
over
cleaned
this-
it up. I cleaned it up.
But what happened? Were you sick?
Yeah, I was sick.
You were really?
Yeah, I was sick, really sick.
But how do you spray out like that? I've never done that.
I was
in all my-
really sick, and I thought I cleaned it, but I was really sick. I'm not kidding. And I come to work sick. Doesn't matter how sick, whatever. That's it. Okay.
How did it get on the railing?
Now, okay. Now.
Yeah,
How did it get on the railing?
Just now because you admitted it, you fine. No repercussions and all of that. But just answer me.
Does anybody ever get sick in this place?
No repercussions, Gar?
Well, no. I mean, he's still got his job.
Yeah.
There's so many. I don't even know where to begin to tackle the subject. So I'm going to start. I'm going to work my way backwards and say, when Howard when Howard put out the amnesty deal, there were a lot of turning points that I think sort of got to Tim. You could almost see him sweating in the back because, with the light on him, because Tim is by nature a pretty honest guy. And I know people would say, well, he swore on the life of his kids, but he was put in a bad spot. And he's by nature, I know that he wanted, that this was weighing on him, that he felt guilty. I think that part of it was when I started to do the timeline again, it became very obvious that it could only have been one of two people.
Tim or Sal.
That's right. That became very so.
And by the way, Sal, a lot of people thought it could be Sal,
right?
Because he has a track record of similar type of things.
That sort of shone a spotlight on it. But you and I talked about this before, and you said that you thought the turning point was when Howard said, "The person's going to be fired, and I'm not dealing with it at all. Gary will take this to HR and handle it."
Yeah, what was going through my head? Wow, if Tim doesn't come in. And a lot of us assume that it was.
Well,
Tim.
you should say what you.
I'm going there.
Yeah.
That means that Gary is going to have to fire Tim.
But that's not the funniest part. The funniest part is John comes to my office a lot during the morning. We're always just talking to each other, and he goes, "You realize you're going to have to fire Tim if it's Tim," and I just sort of waved it off like let's not let it come to that.
Yeah.
If I don't think about it, it might not be true.
And a lot of times we love Howard. We talk about how great of a broadcaster he is. But let me tell you something. The way he played that this morning was just magic. It really was. Because the DNA, who knew if the DNA was going to bust anybody? But he just said, we've got the DNA. We're going to find out who it is. Here's your one chance to come clean. And Tim held out for a while still before coming in.
Well, John and I said it was like one of those great episodes of Law and Order SVU when they flat out say we don't have enough proof. We think we know who did it. We don't have enough proof. But the only way we're going to get this is we got to get a confession out of this guy. So you go to one room and you said he says this and she said that. Yeah. Howard really he like smoked it out. It was brilliant.
Yeah, and I felt for Tim.
I did,
but. He was guilty, and that bathroom was a freaking mess. I mean, a mess. We still don't know how everything got everywhere, do we? I know he was sick. I know he said hot peppers had something to do with it.
Okay, I'm not going to give away too much. When we were on a break, somebody asked him what it was, what did he eat? Because we were talking about, Lisa G interviewed somebody that if you go to extremes, meaning if you eat, like a steak and then the next night you have a green drink, that's what really messes with your body. And I'm going to say one word to you, John, and the one word is Tim said that he had Mexican.
Ah.
We still can analyze and find out.
What he had?
Yeah.
I'm going to throw everything away. There's no sense in having shitty Q-tips up here now that I know what's what.
Now, when the other names were mentioned, were you thinking twice about anybody? I mean, Benji, you were unjustly accused.
I was very worried that somehow there would be like a DNA mistake. Somehow, like our DNA was in there. So I was.
Why would your DNA be in somebody else's shit?
Well, just about me and Tim, I haven't told you. But
well, do you mean like if you had a piece of pubic hair or something
exactly
next to the
listen,
shit?
I think chances are it would be done correctly, but I was scared that there could have been somehow a mistake. Yeah,
I will say that I never suspected Benji. I mostly suspected Tim. with light suspicion on Sal, but I don't think Sal could carry that lie off for too long. He also gets very guilty.
Yeah. And it's an interesting character study how everybody reacted. I mean, JD, who was innocent, as we know now, still left the door open with the 99.5, which shows, his guilty conscience. Then you have
his lack of confidence is what it is.
His lack of confidence. Yeah, exactly. So you can see how innocent people sometimes confess to crimes, because I feel like if JD would have been pressed, he might have ended up.
JD is absolutely the guy that you see on TV shows. Like I watch that show, The First 48. You ever watch that on A&E? I think it is. He's the guy that you go, JD, maybe you shit all over the bathroom and you don't remember it. Is that possible? And if you keep him awake for 12 hours, you totally could get him to confess.
I was wondering if it was going through Tim's mind at all to try to get JD to confess for him.
What do you mean?
For JD to take the bullet.
Oh, I don't know.
How much do you think? In other words, what if Tim approached JD off the air? $5,000? Do you think JD would take it? $5,000 to take the bullet?
Who's to say that didn't happen, Gary? I don't know if JD would do it though. But John, Ronnie was getting all over you for you being so excited and unprofessional about this kind of thing.
I don't think I was unprofessional at all. What I admitted my mistake initially because it was in the heat of the moment. Nobody was really going to swab the DNA, so I said to Gary, I'll just do it. So I went in there. We didn't have all the supplies. We didn't have everything we needed, and the bathroom was being compromised. I mean, people were walking in, walking out, so I wanted to do it quickly, and in my haste, the first sample I put in one of those cupcake containers.
Yeah, why was that so bad, by the way?
And I left it,
it had already been on the floor for hours. What the fuck?
Ronnie's take on it was because the container was open, the air was going to come in and contaminate it and maybe make it so it wasn't a measurable amount. But regardless, it didn't even matter because when I went back, it was actually the second time that I found the railing, which again was the best sample. I mean, that railing had chunks of shit on it. And that's the part that I still don't understand. I don't understand how that amount of fecal matter got on that railing. I mean, and I do want to go back and look at the tape and just see how long Tim was in the bathroom.
It was. Well, I will tell you, it wasn't a very long time. I think Tim went in. I got to look at it, but I saw that the time between the two was like 12 minutes. It wasn't like he was in there for half an hour.
And it sounded like an explosion. I mean, Tim.
Right. I think I think you get in, it happens, and then it was 1 minute of shitting and 10 minutes of cleanup.
Now, Tim also said, 2 days of great radio, which you never want to do the radio deflection because everybody can use that for great radio. Right. But is anyone upset at what Tim did? Or appalled or aghast about it?
Not only what he did, but he left all of us as suspects.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that can happen, I guess. I mean, I've had stomach trouble before, never like that. So I guess I can understand how that could happen. I think that I would have cleaned it up in a way that you leave nothing behind because I'd be so embarrassed by it.
I mean, he said that make it like a Dexter kill room.
Yeah.
Where, you've got everything taken care of, but he also lied about it yesterday.
Well, that's a tough thing. But, it's... Do you understand why he lied?
Yes, I do.
I do.
I'm not saying it's right, but I understand why he did that.
But now it's out there that he swore on the life of his kids and lied, and that's a tough thing.
Paul in Philly, you're on the wrap-up show.
Yeah, 2 parts, guys. Do you think shit-skinned Sabian should be banned from the bathroom?
Should he be banned from the bathroom, Gary? It's a fair question.
I don't know.
People have been banned for less, though, right?
And people have been let back in. It sounds funny to say on the air. You're right. If it wasn't Tim,
if it was Sal, he'd be banned.
You're probably right. And then we'd wait 6 months and forgive it and let him back in anyway.
Maybe like 2 weeks in this bathroom, and then make sure it's all clean.
But see, here's the thing that I said too. I know that you're like it's hard. You oh my God, I don't know if I'm going to make it. And I guess what happened explains it. But I would have gone to the public bathroom here, the one probably, 70 yards away? I would have gone to that one because there's so many other people. It's
When's the last time in your life that you felt like you were going to shit your pants, that you couldn't make it?
I don't know. It's some years ago, I'd have to guess.
I mean, for the most part, everybody can pretty much gauge it correctly, right?
I mean, you get those moments where it gets bad, but
yeah, but that's 3 a.m. on a Saturday when you're loaded.
And maybe he wanted some privacy in there. He didn't want to go in the bathroom over here. Maybe he wanted to go in there and didn't realize what was going to come out.
Okay, I'll give you that.
I can only imagine what it looked like in that bathroom because you have to imagine that this was just a huge explosion, because if Tim really thought he cleaned it up pretty well,
right, this is
it
after
must
a
have
cleanup.
started out just horrible. I mean, stuff all over all of the walls, because for him to then clean up what he did and still leave such evidence, you can only imagine what that place looked like in there. There's speculation that he might have carried out his underwear like in a bag.
Well,
or
somebody just made
something.
that up, and
that would be on the video, right?
That would be on the video that we're going to look at to see if he enters the bathroom with anything in his hands and leaves the bathroom with anything, a bag, a package, anything, because he doesn't normally carry around anything.
Who knows about that? See, that's the reason why I always say that's why porta potties are the grossest things in the world, because you only use them when you're in Tim's condition. The only reason to use a porta potty is when you're in Tim's condition. That's why they all look like that.
Right. Laura in South Carolina, welcome to the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys. I really think that this might be some kind of hostile act. Maybe he's talking about how overworked he is and how busy he is. Is he maybe angry at people? Is he... maybe he needs counseling. I think amnesty is nice, but I think maybe some kind of court-ordered counseling might be necessary for Tim.
Well, Laura, what gives you the idea that he did? Because in order to go with your theory, I'd have to buy into the fact that he did this on purpose. Is that what you're saying?
First of all, you had said that you have warning. You generally know if you're that sick. Did he mention to anybody during the day that he was sick? I mean, does anybody have any reason to think that he was sick? Did he say, I had a terrible meal last night, or I'm sweaty and I feel terrible, I should go home? Was there any of that?
He didn't look sick when he was in the newsroom eating those cat cookies that Lisa brought.
I think this would be hard to do intentionally.
Right. Laura, if it was intentional,
He's got talent.
It is the ultimate act of anger. But I don't think it was.
And Laura, that was my first thought yesterday, was somebody was trying to send a message doing this, because how else could you get it all over the bathroom? But
John's saying, you're laughing at John, but I'm telling you, when we were at K-Rock, someone was sending us a message. Somebody was saying, fuck you, we care so little about this place that we're going to shit all over it and not flush the toilet.
But that is how you guys always look at things. Had it been me, you would have said I was doing a message. It was a psychological...
Well, you probably would have wrote something on the wall with it, too. You probably would have actually left a message.
Helter-skelter.
Yeah.
Robert in Dallas, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys. I'll be as quick as I can. Y'all need to catch Sabian in another lie. I really don't think there's any way he put any effort into cleaning that bathroom up. Just the way he comes across the radio, the way he talks to people, he was just going to leave it there for some poor custodian to clean it up. He's not going to clean up shit. That's just the way he is.
I think that you might be right, but I don't think he saw it. I don't think he realized how bad.
Don't you think it's a little hard to miss, though?
No,
I think that here's what I think I would have done. I would have come out. I would have said to somebody, you know what? I don't think you should. Listen, I'm not feeling good. Things went a little crazy. I know I would have gotten stuff about it on the air, but I would have said, don't go in there. And I would have immediately called facilities and said, I need somebody to come up with a mop. I need some help here.
You saw the scene. It's not. It's disgusting, but it looks like it came out the sides, and I could see someone easily not being aware of that.
But here's the thing. Criminals make mistakes when they're rushed or they perceive that they're being rushed. I think Tim had a huge explosion. I think he wanted to clean up as quick as he could, but also get rid of any, quote, evidence as quickly as he could, and he just was rushing in that Tim sort of way, and so he left not realizing how much he had left behind.
And if you take a dump like that, there's sound with it, there's rumbling, there's vibration. It's something, at the end, you're going to look down just to see what the hell went on. I would, and how do you not see that?
John Lieberman, is this story over, or is there more?
I think there's more, just the video. I think everybody just wants to know, the extent of, what actually happened inside of that bathroom.
Doug Goodstein, I see you looming back there. I know you had the theory about the underwear, and it seemed like when you went in, you knew it was Tim, but you didn't want to say it was Tim.
Everyone knew it was Tim. When I went in and what Tim did to me, it made me question more. Is Tim hiding something that he thinks I discovered or found? Did he hide that underwear, or
What do you mean?
Like
Explain.
why did he get physical and push me out of the studio so aggressively and wanted to? Did he just want to end that?
I think maybe he was just done with it.
He literally lifted you up.
Yeah, it's great,
and made sure you didn't get to a microphone.
And also remember, and when I went in, within 10 seconds, he fessed up to it. Did he think I knew something that
you had some kind of smoking gun?
Yeah, which makes us think: is there a smoking gun somewhere?
There's a couple of things.
there?
Doug's right, because Doug's office is right outside the bathroom, and Doug was the one who followed Tim. So maybe Tim felt on some level that Doug knew something that could implicate him.
Well, I asked Tim to come down here. I know he's busy, but he's going to try and make it down here, and I respect that. Sal.
Yes.
You were unjustly accused. A lot of people, when they heard your name, thought, hey, maybe Sal was the one who did that. Were you upset by that?
No, because A, I knew I was innocent. When I took a shit in the bathroom, I believe 3 years ago, Gary says, don't crap in the bathroom anymore during show hours. Afterwards, it's fine. So I knew better not to. And sometimes I put a really pretty heavy stink out there. And if I took a dump that morning, I'm sure it would have wafted out into the hallways and I would have gotten in trouble. So I was in the clear. I was completely fine with it. So me just being on the list, I wasn't offended at all.
Do you feel Tim should be banned from the bathroom? Because we said if it was you, you'd be banned. No doubt about it.
You know, like I was banned from just taking a dump because guests have to go in there, so I completely get it. But you're talking about a man who sprayed fecal matter all over the place. I mean, that is a barbaric, deplorable act. I can't
Sal,
even...
once in 7 years, for God's sakes.
Forgivable.
But what's the difference between taking...
Case closed.
What's the difference between taking a dump in there and smelling it up and doing what you do, which is crop dust people all morning long in the public area?
I generally just crop dust you, John, when you're doing these dumb interviews, and I'm just trying to spice things up because half of the time they're just horrible.
I love how Sal's farting is for the good of the show.
It's for the good of John's stories.
Like everything else, right?
No, I had some bad gas a few weeks back, and that was primarily it.
Will, you assumed it was Tim. Like we all...
I knew it. I didn't even need to know who had been in the bathroom. I knew it was him.
Why?
A, he has a history of doing this.
Well, what is that? When people say has a history, what does that mean?
Meaning I have followed him in the bathroom in the past, and there has been splatter on the back of the seat and, in areas that you wouldn't normally see poop. And then the other thing is, I just think he's one of those guys that he walks around here kind of blindly. I really don't think he would have seen it, and even, if he had seen it, he would have cleaned it up. I don't think he even thinks about it.
Right.
I think he does his business and walks out and, goes on his way.
So what do you think that is? Do you think that he's got a lot on his mind? So you don't think it's an angry act? You think
no,
and you don't think he's being arrogant by not cleaning up?
No,
you don't
absolutely
think
not.
He doesn't see it.
He wasn't even conscious of it. I guarantee.
It's like a form of ADD. It definitely is. He's just completely unaware of his surroundings. When I worked for my dad in a pizzeria in Patchogue, there was like a mental institution. I mean, I'm sorry, Tim, I'm not trying to make this comparison, but there was a mental institution next door, and there was a guy who'd walk around with a handkerchief and just go and blow it all day. One day he stopped and he just peed all over himself. And I thought this moment, well, that's got to break up the monotony of the handkerchief and the blowing. Sure as shit, he just turned around and kept going. He just wasn't aware of what he was doing. And I think in Tim's case, I remember that guy. I think he just runs into the bathroom, drops his pants, shits like a hippo, pulls him. Who even knows if he wipes? I mean, if you're not even, if it's on the light switch and on the walls, is he even wiping this man? He's just so in a different world.
And it's still over the walls, by the way. I mean, I went in there to wash my hands, and it's over by the sink, like sprayed against the wall.
Well, yeah, I
like
talked to the cleaning
scene.
crew last night. Yeah, they don't want anything to do with the walls.
Well, but they clean for a living. I'm sorry.
I mean, they said that they would clean the toilet and like the areas right around it. But I mean, they almost needed somebody to give them a tour of the bathroom everywhere.
What we need is I think we need to have it disinfected, wiped down, and repainted.
Yeah,
I agree.
I think we need to bring in like Dexter every time Tim takes a shit and just cellophane the whole room.
Anyone. Shouldn't Tim go in there? Isn't the right thing to do for Tim to go in there and clean? Seriously. Wouldn't all of you, if you had a crazy accent like that?
This isn't kindergarten, but I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
Like,
but he's.
But the mentality's there.
So wait, you're likening Tim to a mental patient carrying around a handkerchief?
No, I'm saying that. Look, Tim has a form of ADD. He's really. I think he's
which is like a form of retardation.
Maybe apples and oranges. Maybe not. I don't know. But the thing is, the point I'm trying to make is that Tim is so consumed with work. He's a hard worker. He cares about what's going on here in this environment that when he takes a shit, he's so consumed with work that he doesn't have the ability to check his surroundings and wipe his ass.
Did he talk
quite
to like before he came in? Did he talk to any of you guys? Was there any like discussion?
No. The only thing I saw him this morning, and all he told me was that he left his iPad in the cab.
And I interviewed him about 10 minutes before he ended up in the studio, and he just basically had no comment.
What percentage how many people are buying into the Tim didn't even notice it, his mind is going in many different directions, and how many people are buying into the Tim just didn't care, fuck it, leave it for the next person? John?
I don't think Tim did it intentionally. I don't think he went in and say, okay, now I'm going to make the bathroom.
Knew.
But afterwards, I think he was on to the next thing.
But do you think he knew what he was leaving?
No.
Will?
No, I don't.
Sal?
Not one bit. He has a ton of compassion for the staff. I really think he did not focus on what he did. I think he went in and got out.
Lieberman?
I think, no, he didn't know, but I think that he definitely cleaned up a little bit because the scene would have been much worse.
Ronnie, you knew what was going on the whole time, I think. You had a feeling it was Tim from the start, right?
Well, he had a history of it, so, and then seeing the log of who was in there.
There was no log.
Seeing the log who was in there, it was pretty obvious, but, who am I to make a judgment? But what I'm saying, I got a feeling I know what happened to the guy. I don't think he got his pants down in time. Is what happened. I don't think he made it to the seat.
Okay. That would make sense, because if you made it to the seat, you shouldn't get it anywhere else.
If it did, if anything, it would have got all over the back of the seat, not all over the walls. And I don't think he made it to the seat, and then it was like a mass major explosion before he got his pants all the way down.
Well, wouldn't that mean that he was walking around with
fecal matter in his pants?
Unless he took his underwear like I did one time and just threw it away.
We should really bring in like
a tree.
Bring in like a CSI crew, and they could see which way the splatter is going, and then they could measure.
Well,
and see.
It's still there, a lot of it.
The angle.
They didn't do a great job cleaning up.
John, you're a big guy and you eat a lot of greasy, horrible food. Have you ever had a personal shit explosion?
Not like that. Not like that. I mean, yes, I've had. There's times where I just had to go, but
I mean, I've had them, but they've all been in the confines of the circle of the bowl.
Right.
Yeah. No, I had it happen. I had it happen twice. Once I didn't make it, like when I told the story on the air.
Right.
Yeah.
Where I had to throw the underwear up in a tree.
Right. And the rabbi got in the
No, that was my friend Shitbox Richie.
Oh, okay.
That's him. That's the famous story that Howard always talks about.
Yeah.
That he picked up the rabbi at the airport and he took the guy to his house. He was waiting for him to get back, come back to the car, take him into the city. And he got this cramp attack. And he had a box in the car and he grabbed it out of the trunk and he took his shit in the back of the car.
And then the rabbi got in and he said, the car smells like shit.
But I had it happen to me in the car. Like I was driving, I was trying to make it home.
Were you driving a passenger?
That's going to happen at your age, by the way.
No, this is a long time ago, dude.
So like in your 50s, 60s.
Whatever, dude.
Yeah.
Whatever you say, Will.
It's when Carter was in office.
When they had that wooden wheel fucking wagons. So what happened was I got this bad attack, which must have happened to him also, and I thought I could control it.
Hot peppers?
I don't know, but I could. What happened was I knew I was in trouble. And it was going to explode. So I grabbed. I had the New York Times and the Daily News in the car in the front seat.
Times is a much bigger target.
And I threw it under my on my seat, and I exploded in my suit, man. But it all got on the newspapers.
Wow.
And then
did you have to throw the suit away? Or did you clean it?
Oh, I threw it out. Threw it out, man.
But how did you get from your car to your house?
To my house?
Yeah.
You ever see how people walk like little tiptoes, like this, with your little legs closed together?
Like a little old Chinaman.
All right. Shit happens, man.
Al,
what are you gonna do?